Yeah, this could be so sweet. Let's get a little cheesecake. Feels like make believe. I think I need a replay. Take a chance with me. I make it look easy. Oh, trust and follow me. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Someone pitch me, I'm dreaming. Oh, nah, nah. You so cold, girl, I'm freezing. Oh, nah, nah. Yeah, I'm here, but don't use me. Oh, nah, nah. Hold me tight, but don't bruise me. Yeah, how am I supposed to keep up with your fly? You know you're special. Met you and now I regret every girl that I met before you. It's not often I don't take the lead, but girl, tonight I'm with you. Let's make moments last forever, falling. I can't wait to show you. This could be so sweet. Let's get a little cheesecake. Feels like make believe. I think I need a replay. Take a chance with me. I make it look easy. Oh, trust and follow me. Oh, nah, 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 nah. I'm not afraid to tell the truth. I heard it make you free. I write a poem, I use every letter from A to Z. I can never box my love, I gotta let it out. I'm that fairy tale type of prince that you read about. I would cross the 7 seas just to get to you. If you put me on the clock, I work from 10 to 2, and then from 2 to 10. I am not your friend, but I also know the truth is I am not your man. This could be so sweet. Let's get a little cheesecake. Feels like make believe. I think I need a replay. Take a chance with me. I make it look easy. Oh, trust and follow me. Oh, nah, 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 nah. How about some champagne? Sit under the moonlight, that'll get the mood right. How about some champagne? Sit under the moonlight, that'll get the mood right. How about a slow dance? As we start to hold hands, caught inside our romance. I'm down for a good time. Not here for a long time. Hope it's not the wrong time to show you how I feel now. I'm just being real now. If your looks could kill now, I need a doctor, medic, maybe a pastor. Because I ruined it, messed it up with my last one. And this pace that I'm running at is a fast one. Just be patient and work with me's all I'm asking. Stars cannot shine without darkness, but I work the hardest. I'm more than an artist. Show me where your heart is. Let me feel your love now. Let's learn how to trust now. We cannot give up now. Can you be my light, my moon, my sun, my peace, my one and only? Love me through it all, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad and ugly. I can be the one, I show you love, I swear I make you believe. Love me through it all, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad and ugly. Can you be my light, my moon, my sun, my peace, my one and only? Love me through it all, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad and ugly. I can be the one, I show you love, I swear I make you believe. Love me through it all, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad and ugly.
Down for a good time, not here for a long time. I flex in the morning, hide in the spotlight. But I'm with you in the twilight. Boy, you inspire, raising my vibe, yeah, you're taking me higher. Since on the moonlight, Love like it's our last night. Got to make me breathless. Falling for you with you sipping Monet. Life and the music is so demanding. But I promise I'll be there when all the lights fade. Stars cannot shine without darkness. I work the hardest, more than an artist. You ain't an artist. Do you feel your love now? Turn out and trust now. We can't give up now.
WTCC FM. Antoine, Victoria, if you can hear me, I'll be right on.
Okay.
Nothing like the last one. I'll probably be the last one. Last night I fell into you fast, love. There ain't no looking back, love. I'm nothing like the last one. I'll probably be the last one. Last night I fell into you fast, love. There ain't no looking back, love. Trapped by emotions, stops all emotion. Can't find the closure. Wake up before you're over. You just wanna get by. Happy while you get high. The only time you ignite to show you something in this dim light. Nothing like the last one. I'll probably be. Was that supposed to happen?
I wonder the same thing. Are they gone?
I don't know. It says we're still in the show, technically speaking.
Everyone can see and hear you. Let me go on Facebook and see if we are
live. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
You just wanna get high, 'cause you can't even get by. Every fire that you lit die. Love is all you need in this life. Nothing like the last one. I'll probably be the last one. Last night I fell into you fast, love. There ain't no looking back, love. Nothing like the last one.
Right there. 90.7 WTCC FM. My name is D. Moss, and you're tuned to another Monday Night Live. And now you're tuned to another Monday Night Live. D. Moss. I got my man Rob Jones in the studio. Rob, tell him what's up.
What's up, everybody? Good evening.
All right. And tonight we have two special guests. One, a former co-host here on Monday nights for about 5 years. What's up, V-Ro?
V-Ro.
Hey, everyone.
Welcome back. Kind of, sort of, something like that.
Kind of, sort of.
You want to introduce our guest?
Oh, sure. You're giving me the pleasure of introducing the guest tonight.
I've been waiting for this for a whole week.
We have Antoine Bandele here, who is an author. And I had the pleasure of reading, I don't know if it's his most recent book. I think it's one of his most recent books. I'm not sure he can explain that. Of one of his books, and I'm interested in reading more. So we are happy to have you here and chatting with us. Antoine, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Take the floor.
Hey, my name is Antoine Vandelay. Yeah, I am a publisher, entrepreneur, YouTuber, audiobook engineer. I do a lot of things. I remember I had a friend recently. I was at a softball game and she was like, you need to ask what he doesn't do. Like, is like the better question. And I was like, I guess so, because I do. That's what you have to do when you're an entrepreneur. You have to do everything. But yes, my most recent series that came out last year, last 18th, was called TJ Young and the Orishas, which is very much a middle grade young adult tale in the vein of Percy Jackson and Harry Potter, but instead of it being very Eurocentric, it's about a Black boy and how he's interacting with a lot of the West African deities and faith systems, in particular the Orisha and Ifa faith system. And yeah, like that's like the gist of what I'm here for.
Yeah, so I came across this book, TJ Young and the Orishas, The Gatekeeper's Staff, book 1. I follow this YouTuber called Black Witch Yaya, and she was describing the story she read, which is this book, and it sounded so good. And I remember being in junior high, and we had like such a short time in Greek mythology, and I was so like into Greek mythology and all the stories. And years after high school, I, have come to learn that the Orishas are kind of based off the Greek mythology and all those stories are kind of based off of the Orishas. It all stems from that. And also I just, in the past few years, I just started learning about the Orishas and about Ifa and this ancient way of, I don't want to call, it's not a religion. It was more like a way of life, and so in reading this book, I loved how there was this creativity, there was this storyline, but you also kind of sort of were teaching people about the Orishas, and you were teaching people about Ifa in a way as well. Was that your goal in writing the book?
Yeah, for sure. So when I started writing back in 2017, I started with this work called The Kishi, which is way more adult, so I don't recommend that to young children. Like, there's a very gruesome blade death in the beginning of that one. But I got into it in wanting to do fantasy in a way that would teach people about African culture and African mythology in particular. Via, a very compelling story. The Orishas in particular is a lot easier to do that because there's a lot of scenes in there where the main character TJ is learning actively about the Orisha. So like you can have a sit down and have them in a classroom setting, and then so it's a lot easier to kind of give that information out. But yeah, that's always been the intention, is to always have it where you're both entertained, but then you're learning something new at the same time.
Absolutely. I also love, there's so many things in there that I love. I love how TJ, you start with a basketball game, and it's already like, I love how the stage is very set, contemporary. It already kind of pulls you in. And he's just kind of seen as this, not really too special. He had this famous sister. I don't want to give too much away for those who want to read the book, but he had this famous sister who was powerful. Everybody in the family is like magical and has ashe. And if you don't know what ashe is, it's pretty much your own inner power. It means, you say everybody has ashe. We have it whether we, want to admit it or realize it.
Qi from like a lot of Chinese philosophy is very similar to Qi, or if you're into like sci-fi, like the Force from Star Wars, it's like the Force, it's that same sort of thing. It's like the energy that kind of binds everybody together.
Absolutely. So, I mean, he has his sister and his whole family, and he's just kind of like, an underdog. He's not really, he's kind of overlooked. But then he goes throughout the book and he starts realizing certain special things about himself. Also love how there's this character in the book who I hated at first, but it just goes to show that, you know, your
Was it
allies
Ayodeji?
aren't.
It was Ayodeji, huh?
What was it? What's the name?
Was that Ayodeji?
Oh, I was pronouncing his name wrong the whole time. I think I was saying
What,
Ayo.
Ayo, yeah, that's how most Americans will pronounce his name, which is funny. Funny you mentioned that because I'm actually editing book 2, like literally right now as we were doing the pre-show, I was editing book 2. And that is actually there's a funny story that came out of Harry Potter where people were pronouncing Hermione's name wrong, because if you read it, it's like Hermione or whatever, right? So like in book 4, there's a character who was like asking about like how to pronounce her name or getting it wrong, and then her having to correct him. So I did actually the same thing for Ayo. Very funny that you mentioned that, because there's a scene at the beginning of book 2 where a friend sees him again and is like, "Hey yo," he's like, "It's Ayo," you know, like to like kind of explain like to the audience, but also in a like a in-universe kind of way.
Awesome. Daryl, I have to mention that I haven't seen Daryl pick up a book in like years, right?
Out there.
So I'm reading this book,
Wow.
and he's like, "What are you reading?" I was like, "Oh, nothing. I don't know." He was like, "Would I like it?" I was like, "I don't know. You'd have to kind of like know a little bit about this stuff." I'm like tossing my head. I'm like, "You have to like know a little bit about this before. I don't know if you would understand it."
Actually, I'm interested to see how much he got out of it for someone who isn't, you know, who doesn't. Because I did that specifically. Like my editor, she's not familiar with the Orishas. The beta readers, a lot of the beta readers I got were not. So that was a good test to kind of find out like how much explaining needed to happen or if there was enough.
That's good. But like I said, I haven't seen him like read in a long time, because he's so super busy. He doesn't really have the, you know, time to like, you know, read, and he used to read all the
It's not a
time.
short book either, so that's pretty cool.
Right. And it's been years. So he took a weekend one time and he just couldn't put the book down.
That's what's up.
Daryl, would you like to talk a little bit about what you got out of the book?
Man, listen, I'm put it like this. I need to hear more about his sister.
But
I don't know who she is, but that's my girl right now. It's too bad that she's deceased. I'm wondering, is there going to be a prequel with Dale?
It's funny that you say that, because she is extremely integral to the series, and it's very deliberate the way that we're getting information, because there's going to be a very big, there's some big stuff that's happening. She's not gone, and I think I alluded to that enough in book 1 that she's not, you know, all the way gone. But that definitely is something that throughout the series will be revealed in what capacity she's still around.
I ain't gonna keep asking that. I'm not asking no more. But in terms of like my introduction to the Orishas in that whole world, and even Afro fantasy, it's just like, yo, I was just gonna read the first couple of pages, and I'm telling you, she's right. I couldn't put it down. I think I'm familiar with Ishu. Is that how you say his name?
Eshu, or
Elegba.
Yeah, and Elegba. He has several names, depending on you know where if you're studying under Candomblé or Santeria, like it depends. But what I try to do was go with the motherland version. So for instance, like Yamaya, people will know, but it's Yamoja in Nigeria. So like anytime I picked a name, it was always like the Nigerian origin version of it.
And I noticed that when we talk about the foreigners who came in for the funeral, the vast majority of them came from Nigeria.
Yes, a lot of them would come from Nigeria or Benin. That's where the Yoruba people come from, who are the ones who uplift this space system, and then it came over during the slave trade and ended up a lot in the Caribbean and in South America in particular.
See, when I look at my Ancestry.com and my 23andMe, everything says Nigeria, Benin. Those like the
Ghana, probably. You probably got some Ghanaian in you too.
Probably.
That's the usual mix for an African American.
Listen, I'm happy with it. So let's see who else. Oh my God. Eshu. I told Vicky.
Well, I mean, that's a big. I think you're about to get into some big spoiler warning stuff right now.
I know. All right.
Yeah, we need people to read.
It sounded like he was about to. Which was awesome. The fact that you went through Yaya, because she did a really good job of just basically only explaining the like first third of the book. You know, like she made me want to read my own book, like on when she did her review of it. I was like, wow, she did a really good job.
Listen, that's how I feel right now. I couldn't give a review of the book. I'd probably tell everything in the book, and I'd
I mean,
probably
we could
mess
probably
up the
do like
timeline.
spoiler stuff, but we have to just like do that like on the tail end or something like that.
Right. So let me ask you, how did this book come around? How did you get into Afro fantasy?
Well, I got into it initially because in 2000, maybe like 15, maybe I don't know, whatever time season 6 of Game of Thrones came out, because I had finally caught up to Game of Thrones at that point, and I was watching like regular people at that, waiting season to season versus like doing a binge, which is what I had done.
Right.
And so I was like, oh, I wonder if there's like a Game of Thrones, but like in Africa. And then that's how I ended up finding authors like N.K. Jemisin, and Nnedi Okorafor, Tomi Adeyemi, who at that time was still about to publish Children of Blood and Bone. But even in reading some of that stuff, even though I enjoyed a lot of it, like I really liked Akata Witch and the 5th season. And when I read those, I was like, oh, these are cool, but these aren't exactly like, what I was looking for in terms of like, African fantasy stuff. And then, like I was saying before, that's how I did the Kishi novel, which was based on folklore from the Angola country, a country of Angola, from the people of the Kimbundu people. And so I started doing that. I started doing old timey sort of. I did some Sky Pirate stuff. I did some like the mythology creature stuff. But I found it difficult to write in that old timey stuff. So there's things I couldn't say, like you guys mentioning the basketball scene at the beginning of TJ. That's so much easier where I can just mention Steph Curry and LeBron James, like right off the top, not having to be like, oh, I have to edit myself because I can't, this is too modern of a thing, or just even some of the regular verbiage, of the characters or my prose. I didn't have to edit myself as much, to the point even where my editor and proofreaders were saying how much more confident my voice was in the TJ stuff, because it was just easy to do. So yeah, I got into it again because I wanted to see the stories, which I hadn't seen, which is the storyline for most writers. But then after that, and moving into like the contemporary stuff, I was like, well, I really enjoyed Harry Potter and Percy Jackson coming up. Wonder what that would look like if we were doing West African deities, which is funny. Right now, there is another gentleman who's doing something underneath Rick Riordan, underneath the imprint, that a new imprint by the author of the original Percy Jackson series. He's now hiring out authors to do like mythologies based on their regions. So there is another author who actually I'm going to have an interview with later in this year, Kwame Mbalia, who did the Tristan Strong Punches a Hole Through the Sky, and that's mostly based on like Anansi and John Henry and Brer Rabbit and that sort of stuff. But it's just great to see like more of this stuff kind of like popping up. And I feel like it was in large part due to Black Panther in 2018, doing as well as it did, because even Marvel wasn't expecting Black Panther to do as well as it did. And now you're seeing all of these acquisitions kind of going off, which is really cool.
How long did it take you to write this? I'm curious.
I started this in 2019. Yeah, 2019. And usually the first book takes longer because I have to figure out like the entire world and all that kind of stuff. So I remember specifically I started in May. I want to say May of 2019, because it was on my Instagram when I was like, hey guys, it's going to be out, because I thought it was going to come out in 2020, but then 2020 happened. And so it came out in 2021. But one book a year right now, but I'm trying to get to 2 books a year. But my current like timeline right now is 1 year, 1 book a year.
You do such an awesome job of really describing kind of, or showing the characteristics of the Orishas. Like on your website now, which is actually like your backdrop now, there's the Orisha Yewa, as you were explaining to me. Right, and that's actually kind of how, as I was reading the scene of the book, it's not too different of how I envisioned it. Right. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. I didn't even wasn't even familiar with the Orisha Yewa. And then I love how you depicted Olokun. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but he's kind of known as an androgynous type of,
which is really cool. I haven't gotten into that yet. And that's the cool thing about the Orishas too, is that they're way more modern. And we were talking about this before, but then like the idea that it's not really a religion, it's not as dogmatic as some of the modern religions that we have. It's very much a flexible faith system, to the point where even I think there's a scene in the book where I allude to a tree that goes by a non-binary, because trees are non-binary, and then how in the Yoruba language there's no issue of like a he she kind of a thing, because it's like the same, like their actual language. There's no.
I think you did mention that because I
Yeah,
think
so it's like
was
just a little
Manny
hint.
talking about her Portuguese or something, and
Right, yeah, it's
and
like she was trying to
Yeah.
translate it, but she's like, in Yoruba it makes more sense, but like yeah, in English it's weird. You have to say like a they, and they is weird because it sounds like a plural thing, but it's not. You know, it's actually singular. Yeah, so like adding things like that, like you were saying with Olokun being androgynous, like in the history of the Yoruba people, or at least like the origin point of Olokun was that she was initially a I don't know if it was a fish merchant, a merchant of some kind. I can't remember. I think it was a fish merchant though. But then within the mythology, or just I guess in the telling of the story, it became a male figure. But then you also get the androgynous, so you get a lot of that cool stuff, which I haven't been able to play with quite yet. You know, but I like to do that more so going deeper into the series.
I like how you depicted him because I kind of pictured Mike Tyson, like this strong figure with this voice, like who's this messing with me? That's how I pictured him. Like
He's probably got a very gentle
Tyson.
voice, but an imposing presence. You know.
I mean, like I mentioned before, and I hope this comes to fruition, but I could definitely see this like in a motion picture. Like it would be so amazing after, of course, you're done with all 6 books.
Well, I had mentioned this to you before, but there are interested parties currently. So that is that right now. That is like the prayer and the hope. Like this year, that maybe something. We don't know.
Should that happen, and when that happens, I'm sponsoring a trip. We're gonna pack a theater to go see that because I can't wait till June 22nd for the second book. And what's the name of it again?
The second book is actually Juneteenth, so that's the easy way to remember my book releases because they're always coming out on Juneteenth. The second one is called The Windweaver's Storm. TJ Young and the Orishas. We see TJ going to Nigeria to go to the magical school, but then having to deal with a big problem that he set up for himself at the end of book 1.
That's right.
The direct consequence of him making promises he probably should not have made.
Yeah, there was a lot of loose ends in that first book, and as soon as I was finished, I looked at the copyright and I was like, wait, this came out in 2021? This is this year, because I was looking for the second book, and I was like, oh, it's not out yet. And I'm like, man, how are you just gonna leave us hanging like this?
We're about 4 months out. Oh my god, is it really almost 4 months out? Oh my god, it's really soon. At least on my end. At least for me, it feels like that because like I'm still going through the edits of book 2 right now. So I'm like, oh my god, so close.
Are we going to hear more about Deo's friend?
Areola? Yes. Areola has a big...
Man, listen, it's like one of them Netflix series when you binge watch it and then when it's over, you're like, I need a little bit more. I'm like...
And what's his name?
Which one?
Dubois? Well, Mr. Dubois?
The teacher. The
Dubois,
one
right?
Dubois. Which one?
Dubois. I think you're thinking
about
Dubois.
Oh. I'm thinking of the other one.
Oh, the one that did he go crazy?
Yes, Bolawe.
Spoiler alert.
Bolawe. No, he's. I mean, don't want to like real plot stuff yet until we do talk about spoilers. But yes, he's definitely returning.
You know what I like about this? It's like there's really no bad guy. It seems it's kind of like people have their own beliefs or they have their own way of thinking of things, and that's pretty much how the world is now. Like some people believe there's good, there's evil. Yeah, I guess there is, but it all depends on what aligns with your spirit, and that's kind of like how this book is kind of laid out.
And that's what the Orishas are. They are immoral entities. They don't really play by the same kind of human morals that we have. In the same way, like as I explained in the book too, I think when Bolawe was actually teaching the kids about like the idea of like a wave, right? Like if you see a wave crashing against a coast, it doesn't have any malice against the coast. That's just nature. That's just what it's doing. Or when a storm, comes through a forest and uproots all the trees, it doesn't have any kind of, there's no morality to it. It's just that is just the nature of it. And that's what the Orishas are. That first and foremost, they are basically personifications of nature itself. And they're all tied to some sort of element. So if we're looking at Shango, he is lightning. If you're looking at Oya, she's the storms. If you're looking at Orokun, he's like the deep blue sea. Yemoja, she's the top of the sea. So they all have their own, roles that are tied to some form of nature.
You mentioned something in there too that I didn't ever heard of before, but you said how Yemoja used to rule over the graveyard, and she tricked Oya into doing it. And I'm like, what?
I remember that one specifically, but there are some like backstories of like I believe Yewa and Oya used to look at graveyards together, and then they split. I mean, there's a lot of like different backstories, and it also depends on who's telling it and like which discipline you're working under.
Because I think Oba's in there too.
You say when we're trying the old,
Oh,
you said old.
Isn't Oba in the graveyard too, or something?
Yeah, Oba. Yeah, there's like a lot of overlap and a lot of splitting. And then, are they the same? Are they different? Are people sisters? Are they lovers? Like, there's a lot of that going on, and that's the case with oral tradition, is that you're going to get a lot of that kind of popping.
Depends on who's telling the story. Some people think they're sisters and brothers, and
right, like Yemoja and Olokun. Like, I think I have it in my story where they are lovers, like they're tied in that way. But there's certain stories where they're sisters, they're kin. It depends.
Mm-hmm. Daryl, you had a question?
Yeah, I like how you showed the different dimensions when old Sally. Well, I don't
know Sally, she's
but
cool.
You went from like one dimension to another, and there's like a glass, and then they go down, it gets real black, the graveyard, and then goes down like another dimension to where it was just so dope. It's like you can almost envision the darkness.
Right.
That was just
that was a lot of fun to do, and we do that a lot more in book 2 because this was kind of like a splash a little bit into like the Orisha plains and the
unintended
realm. We have the Sky Realm showing up in the second book, which is a lot of fun. So a lot of like Sky Islands, which I mean I do allude to. I mean we have seen the Sky Realm before. There is a free short story that I have that is
which I read.
Yeah, which is from the POV of Eshu.
And with Obatala?
Yep, and he goes up there to get the body from him and everything. So that's we saw the preview of the Sky Realm, but the kids actually get to go there in book 2. So that's a lot of fun, talking about them hopping around clouds and things like that.
Yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say.
We have about 5 more minutes. I'm digging this.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
What were you gonna say?
I don't know.
Talk a little bit about your other books. I know you listed them off in the very beginning.
Yeah.
For anybody who's watching, for our listeners, share your website. I want to make sure that people go because I've been on your website every day, and I'm just like, okay, is it out yet? Is it out yet? Is it out yet?
Juneteenth. Unless you're on like the advanced readers list, in which case those people might get it like as early as April. But yeah, Antoine Vandelay.
Wait. How do I get to the advanced readers list?
If you go to the Windweaver Storm page on my website, there's a thing that says like read early. Just go there and then you'll be able to see like the breakdown of
oh no, I want a book. I need to flip through pages.
Yeah, those are just the ebook and audio book because those are digital copies that I can send out early.
All right, so I just clicked the link. All right, I'm gonna have to find out. I'm gonna have to search. I want to get on that. I want the book. I told Vicky, I'm like, I want the book early. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, I'm about to do it right now. So it's TJ Young and the Orishas, the Windweaver Storm.
And that's in reference to Oya. Oya's the main.
I knew it was Oya. Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be. If it's gonna be the Windweaver, it's gotta be
Oya.
He doesn't look happy in this picture though.
She's not. I mean, TJ made a very bad promise. I mean, you can get clues to what's happening based on the end of book 1. I mean, that is Echo Atlantic. That's on the. Oh, and if you aren't familiar, Nigeria right now, Lagos, Nigeria, is legitimately building up a kind of like a West African Dubai, where they reclaimed a lot of the land to build up like these skyscrapers and things like that. And so I was like, oh my God, that's sort of perfect because Olokun would be very displeased by that because they're reclaiming his natural domain, which is the coast and the ocean. And I was like, oh, he probably would not be very happy about that. And also just knowing his story back in the mythology of it, he already tried to drown the coast before because humans were not appeasing him in the way that he wanted. So I was like, oh, okay, that's perfect. They're making a new structure like in real life, and I actually can insert that into like the fantasy realm. Like it was just so cool that all that could come together.
He might get mad for real though.
Oh no, he won't get mad for real. Like that's what's happening.
Oya's gonna send a couple of tornadoes and
I mean
that's hurricanes.
There's a big that's what the big climax of the book 2 is like a fight between Oya and Olokun. So meeting of
she's gonna do it in real life. If that's what's happening, that's what she's gonna do in real life. Oh my God, I'm kind of scared.
And you should be. And I'm actually really happy with how the ending, because I feel like a lot of times things can be a little bit too happy-go-lucky, and I will say that there is going to be actual impact in these stories, and in particular book 2, but just going forward as well. There's actual impact, actual consequences for doing things that you probably shouldn't be doing. There's a big plot line that I'm really excited for one of the characters in book 3 because of something that happens in book 2. But yeah, there's things are going to be like there's going to be permanent consequences for a lot of the things that these characters get into.
I knew what I was gonna mention. I was gonna mention, that when Daryl brought up Old Sally, there was the conversation of sacrifice and how that's important when you are doing this work, and it made me think of how we as a people, particularly us African Americans, have got to get back what I believe have got to get back to venerating our ancestors.
So glad you mentioned that, because that actually that is the plot line for book 3, because so far we've been talking about the Orishas, right?
He's trying to save us, Daryl. He's trying to save us.
That book is a dope introduction to the Orishas and that way of life. I mean, it's an incredible introduction. Man, listen, I'm a Marvel DC dude. If I had came across those when I was about 9 or 10, I'd probably have 100 books or more.
Yeah, I mean, similar to you have like Thor and Loki and other sorts of mythology. They had Gilgamesh recently with the Eternals. Like it basically that's what I'm doing. It's just I'm doing it with the West African.
And I love that. I love that you're doing it. Want to start exploring.
You're doing it with the original players.
Yeah, I think people lose sight of that. I think one of the things you talk about with mythology, we naturally gravitate towards Greek,
right?
Or
Greek and Roman,
and not
Egyptian.
even realizing that the African mythology is the baseline mythology that those mythologies came from, were born out of.
All right.
Yes, certainly. Sorry, I thought we had I saw you had a zoom in situation, so I was like, oh wait, hold on.
Wake up, man.
So again, everybody, this is, tell me if I'm saying your name right, Antoine Bandele, correct?
Bandele. So like Andele, but with the B.
Bandele. Antoine.
Which is actually not the correct last name, as I've discovered by speaking to a Nigerian woman who was like, oh, actually, that's like a American mistranslation, sort of. It's supposed to be Bamidele, not Bandele. Because Bamidele means follow me home. Bandele means born away from home, which is the reason why my dad chose that last name for us. Because I wasn't born Bandele. I was born Antoine Bailey, which at the time my dad thought it was an Irish slave name. Turns out that actually came through via marriage once I got my whole bloodline stuff done. Yep. But it was a cool name, like Bandele being born away from home. I even like what the original meaning of it is, which is follow me home, because that's kind of what I'm doing now in my fiction.
I was just about to say that your name is very fitting for the work that you're doing now.
Full circle.
It's like you are truly in your purpose, and I commend you and I thank you, and I'm looking forward to just experiencing what else you are going to put out and gifting us with. We appreciate you.
Well, yeah, right now it's TJ. 6 books is the plan for the series.
Wow.
So a lot of education coming out of that.
Can you tell people how to reach you, how to follow you, tell them about your website?
Best way, would be my website. So it's going to be Antoine, ANTOINE, Bandele, BANDELE.com. And that will filter you through everything if you want to look up my YouTube or my Instagram, Twitter, all those places. But that is the home base for sure. And books, of course.
Wow. That's dope. All right. Well, I'm following you everywhere. I'm on the email list and everything. I'm like,
me too.
Hey, this is pretty cool, right? You like it? I try to make sure it was a cool.
I love the frequency in which they come, and every time it's a different type of vibe. So it's kudos to you, man. Because I'm normally I get an email list. I'm after the first 2, I'm yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yours are different. I'm just ooh, I look forward to them. It's let's see what we got next. Okay.
I think this is so powerful. I don't know that I ever read a fiction book about Orishas, and I just think this is amazing. I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, I would recommend Children of Blood and Bone. And there was another one that was written actually by a Nigerian. I forgot. It just came out. I think it was God Hunter was the name of it. That has a lot of Orisha. The Ibeji in particular feature in that one. The twins.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to read your other books.
I'm
definitely gonna have to.
Check out those other authors. That's what's up.
Mm.
I'm getting.
Hey, we have to hype up the other Black authors for sure. I'm always about that. I try to mention at least 3 every time I do an interview.
That's dope. I'm glad you do. That's dope. Because I mean, for those of us who are brand new to it, it's kind of like I didn't know y'all were out there. Now that I know, I'm just like,
whoever your illustrator is dope.
Author Bowling. Shout out to Author Bowling. Shout out to Fiona McLaurin who did the editing for the book. But yes, super dope.
Wow, it's a beautiful picture of Oya.
When the wind speaks, and I love that title too. Like When the Wind Speaks, because she actually tries to communicate with Manny in that short story. So that was a fun one. That was a really good one.
That's a short story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I have a short story prequel, which is the one with Eshu, and then the epilogue, which is about Oya. The third one, which is going to take place after book 2, is going to be about Shango.
Ooh, Shango's coming in. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's coming in.
Do you see any spin-off stories, like another 6 series, maybe Manny? Because Manny was dope.
Funny that you actually mentioned that. I am actually working with an author collective. So I'm working with 2 Mesoamerican authors, 1 Celtic, another Slavic, Norse, someone who's doing ancient Judaism, like pre-Bible Judaism, because that was mythology before the Bible, came around. Yep. We're doing a huge author collective. Oh yeah, we have a Japanese one as well. Where we're doing basically like a Marvel. So we're all doing our own stories. I have TJ in my corner, and they have all their corners, and they're eventually going to meet up in like a crossover event type of a thing. So we are building that currently.
This is amazing.
That's gonna be dope.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Hey, and that is like about our time. We're at 9:42 p.m. This is 90.7 WTCC FM. You're listening to Monday Night Live with D. Moss, my man Rob Jones. Malay is in the studio. We got my brother doing the art.
Yeah, just over here just doing art like it ain't nothing.
Yeah, that's cool.
So we try to make this radio show a little bit different since they can both see us and hear us and bring them something new. Also, I took your bio and a summary of TJ. I'm gonna have a newspaper up here, huh? TJ Young, and then we do a short story. We publish a newspaper. We push out about 20,000 copies every month. Mm-hmm. So this is how much I'm definitely digging what you're doing. Where is it? I got a newspaper and I can't find anything. Rob, where'd you put it? Okay, it's in here. This is the old one. Yeah. Oh, this is last month. But anyway, did a story on it. I'll snap a picture and send it to you.
Okay.
So I try to do my version of a review without giving away anything. So I really want people.
Yeah, for sure. Y'all gotta watch Yaya's video, man. She does so great. She did such a good job.
Black Witch Yaya?
Yeah, Black Witch Yaya. Shout outs to her too, for real.
Yes.
That's what's up.
Yes, I love her channel.
All right, sir, if there's anything else you want to share before we conclude this interview, please do. Convince people to get into. I want everybody buying so many of these books that it just kind of shuts Netflix down for a week.
The easiest entry point I would say would be the prequel short story, the one that's called Will the Mischief Maker. That one is, if you're listening, and it's free. It's free for as an ebook download or as an audiobook. Like both versions are free. So as an audiobook, things like 30 minutes. As a short story, it's 5,000 words. So that's like what? I don't know, 10 pages, something like that. So that's a really good entry, like if you want to just test the waters a little bit. And then you can go and look at the full story after that.
I'm gonna say dive in deep. Get TJ Young.
Yeah, TJ Young and the Orishas. That's the name of the series. The Gatekeeper Staff is book 1.
I'm sorry, man. I flip everything around always. Listen, I want to thank you. I appreciate you coming on. Just taking time out of your busy day to join us on the other side of the country. He's on the West Coast. We're up here in Springfield, Mass. Bro, I really appreciate you and respect the work that you're doing.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, for sure.
You're more than welcome. All right. Y'all have a wonderful day. We're going to play some music and get down to more conversation. This is 90.7 WTCC. Whoa. WTCC FM. And I am just doing everything wrong right now, but it's okay. Tune in, y'all. What we got next? Big Rob, you got something to say?
Want to introduce the artist that we have on tonight. I would say a few words.
Let me just get a song on,
Yes, sir.
and we'll come back to it.
She's alright. I see you watching me, clocking me constantly, constantly. Honestly, this is amusing me. This is amusing me. I see you watching me, clocking me constantly, constantly. Honestly, this is amusing me. This is amusing me. I see you watching me, clocking me constantly, constantly. Honestly, this is amusing me. This is amusing me. I see you watching me, clocking me constantly, constantly. Honestly, this is amusing me. This is amusing me. Bitty, 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 bang, I see you watching me, clocking me constantly, constantly. Honestly, this is amusing me. This is amusing me. I see you watching me, clocking me constantly, constantly. Honestly, this is amusing me. This is amusing me. Bitty, 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 bang, bang. Bitty, 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 bang.
2,000 bucks would save my life. 200 bucks would ease the pain. The IRS is on my 2,000 bucks would save my life. 200 bucks would ease the pain. The IRS is on my case. Would save my life. 200 bucks would ease the pain. The IRS is on my case, but I refuse to let them make me go insane. 2,000 bucks would pay the rent. 200 bucks and 14 cents. Right about now would be an awesome compliment, so that I don't have to sell my instruments. I'm aware that pressure makes diamonds, diamonds, diamonds. My mama told me that a closed mouth doesn't get fed. 2,000 bucks will save my life.
90.7 WTCC FM. This is D Moss Monday Night Live. Rob Jones.
Greetings.
Let's do this.
Hey, I would like to introduce an artist, the local talent. We had him at the Indie Soul Festival. Will you introduce yourself?
How you doing, everybody? It's Kali, aka the Artunist, and I'm here with Rob and Daryl Moss. I just want to say hi to everybody. Right now, I'm working on a piece for them. Stay tuned to the end because I do have a little surprise waiting. And also did this commission for your boy Rob. I call them hip hop heads. So we got the Wu-Tang Clan, we got Rakim, we got Biggie, KRS-One, Per Rob, because this is all the hip hop heads he likes. So I threw him on this canvas for him. I mixed
Where
it
brother
up
Jay at from X Clan?
Hey,
y'all ain't got no Kumo G.
yo,
you gotta get your own
size
hip hop
limitation.
We're just Ice.
Yo,
you gotta get your own.
Get your own in there. This is mine.
This is who he likes.
This is who I
No
like.
Schoolie D.
Look,
This is who I like.
Look. I'll take the commission and then we can work.
And they also did a piece for my son because he plays the piano.
Yes, I love doing that piece. I did the piano and then I did the Fair Lease. I put the actual
the musical notes.
The Fair Lease on there. It came out with the.
Yeah.
I wish you would have brought
I got a
it.
music piece from you too.
Yeah, see, look at I'm around the city.
And then I got the
You know,
Tupac
yeah,
piece
I
for me
love-
that you had
what's
on
funny?
display at the Indie Soul Festival.
When I was at the Mattoon Street Festival, someone was like, "Is that Jesus?" I was like, "I don't know where I get that from, but okay, I'll take it." Art is open for interpretation, so let's rock with it because you know it's subjective. So if you see Jesus, then, hey, that's who you see. And then I had the Biggie piece. I had somebody, you was bothering me about.
Yeah, I wanted that.
Yeah, somebody grabbed it before you. But just working on stuff lately. Yep, I'm working with the Love Art Collective right now. We got some stuff jumping. We're trying to get into Kylie right now to do some enrichment programs, stuff like that. We're gonna do some art-based stuff and then do some album cover stuff. I'll be working with my man Jasper McCoy, and we're gonna try to get that going for the kids. I'm doing some NFT stuff. I'm working with Euphoria. That's a brand that's based in Springfield. That's local. And we're trying to do some NFT stuff. We're trying to be, a little techie, tech guys or whatever.
Yeah, that's
and just be, just be ahead of the curve.
Bitcoin,
Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. We're trying to get into that space too because, the art stuff is cool to have, but you got to, diversify yourself, especially as an artist because it's hard out here for a pimp. No, I'm just. but just being an artist, you got to bring your best foot forward, and that's just all I'm trying to do. Just spread out around Springfield. I got some other stuff coming up. I'm gonna try to do the Comic-Con that's coming in Springfield, and I think that's the first con that they're doing.
Is that the first?
Yeah, the first Comic-Con. That's the first. Yeah, they actually had to postpone it.
When is that? And where?
It's the 23rd. I think it's at Mass Mutual.
Oh wow, that's good.
But the 23rd in July. 23rd of July, they're gonna have that, and then we're gonna try to get in there. And then I'm actually launching a comic book that day. So everything, I'm trying to pre-order some stuff.
You got a lot of projects going on.
Yeah, I'm busy. I try to stay busy.
What's your inspiration? I mean,
I'll say it's just from being a kid, and just being creative in that manner, and then just having people around me that were into it, and I watched them, and it's like, oh, okay, so I can do that too. And then eventually, I got to the point where I got good enough and confident enough, and people don't realize that, but being confident enough to be able to be able to show your work or do something or do a piece in front of people is a big thing too. And shout out to Matt Livermore, that's my boy. He got me into doing live stuff. We used to do the chalk wall over on Worthington, and we would just put up pieces. And I found a loophole. It wasn't vandalism because we used chalk, and then we would do pieces every once in a while. And then people started to gain recognition of our work, and they loved it. And then they ended up putting some actual artwork up there. So it was like, oh, okay, so this actually does have an impact, and it's nice to see. Did I answer your question?
Yes, you did.
Okay, all right, I'm just making sure.
You know what?
I'm telling you.
And you got that artist disposition, man. You're like, you're over here, next thing you're over there. You're taking a left turn, right turn. You're in the woods, then you're in the desert.
But that's how it is, though. When you're creative, you just got to keep stuff moving. Like I said, I'm doing a bunch of projects. Yeah, we're working on we're doing a free portrait for the community. So you can nominate people at the loveartcollective.com, and we're going to do a free portrait, and it's going to be based on voting. So whoever votes for a community leader or somebody that you hold in high regard and honor, we'll do a free portrait for them and give it to them. And we're gonna do that every month to the end of the year.
So if I nominate Daryl Moss,
Uh-huh.
are you just like gonna draw a black hill?
No. We're gonna draw him. If enough people nominate Daryl Moss, we will do him justice.
Don't nominate me.
A caricature of
we can do a caricature.
Brutus from Popeye.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Look,
wow, I know,
you taking shots,
bro.
You taking shots. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing that. We got more stuff coming. I'm gonna try to start moving out, to New York and doing stuff as well. Just because I think it's a broader area for my artwork and just for people to see and showcase. Because the winter was a little rough, so it's like, all right, so we got to branch out and just get people to see it. Because Rob is buying all my stuff, and I ain't got nothing to show nobody else, so I got to make more stuff. And he messed up my inventory, so I got to keep pumping out work.
The stuff is good.
Yeah,
and the fact that, because that concept, I originally had a thought in my head of what I wanted.
Oh, so I beat you to it.
And then, but I saw it was something that you showed me.
The future people. That's what I showed you.
Came to the crib. You showed me. I was like, oh, that would be dope if I had like hip hop artists, like my favorite artists. And then we talk about R&B. And then I just kind of gave you my thoughts. And then you took because I'm not autistic at all.
Right.
And then you took it, then you kind of waved, and you just manipulated it with the artistry.
But that's
and
the
bam.
best. That's the best part about being creative, and a lot of programs aren't really art based and creative based, and what it does is it inspires more people, right? Like you had an idea, and then I was able to bring it to life. We need more people like that, because you brought it to fruition. It was an idea you had in your head, and you're like, this would be really cool, and it's right here. It's sitting right here. So you had an idea, and now it's on. You can touch that, and that's like a big thing.
Intangible to tangible.
Exactly, and that's a big thing I try to promote, especially being creative. Like any ideas that you have, you can make them happen. You just need to be able to put in the work to bring it to fruition. And that's just a big thing. I'll try to push. Yeah.
Introduce yourself again.
Our
website
at Instagram. You can check out some of my work. I got a clothing brand I'm working on right now. I'm rebranding right now, 1X. So this might not even be this might be the OG stuff right now. And I got the Love Our Collective I'm working with right now. We're doing big things. We're trying to move in the city and just make an impact in the community. And see me at Artunis at Instagram, and then we can. You can reach us. You can reach me personally and DM me for commissions and stuff like that on the Instagram. I don't have the Facebook, but we're trying to get that ready for everybody so we can get them going. And if that's all I need from me,
get
back
back to it.
And then you got to do what he do best. I'm going to paint.
Right.
Sir.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, y'all. This is 90.7 WTCC FM. My name is D Moss. This is Monday Night Live. What else you got, Rob?
I just wanted to mention something, and it might sound a little bit bombastic, but
probably.
When you hear weapons of mass destruction, the thing that comes to mind is nuclear weapons, chemical weapons, biological weapons. But in terms of the Black community, the weapons of mass destruction seem to be symbolic gestures, not anything tangible. So a lot of people are raving over Maya Angelou being on the quarter. Then, Juneteenth becoming a national holiday. The Senate just passed a bill to honor Emmett Till and his mother. All symbolic gestures, nothing tangible. Instead of passing a bill to honor the Tills, why don't you pass the anti-lynching bill, also known as the Emmett Till bill? Passing that would be something that's tangible. You got Maya Angelou on the back of the quarter. Okay, that's fine. But you still got one of the most prolific slave owners on the front of the quarter, George Washington. And there's nothing's lost there. The irony is not lost upon people. But when you look at other groups in other communities, they're getting anti-lynching bills, anti-racism bills, voting rights, money, getting all these tangible things, cash money or legislation to help their community. But we don't get that. We get symbolism. We get gestures. We get wordplay, but nothing tangible. I remember back in the day, remember when they were talking about we're going to put together a commission to study reparations, the HR 40 bill.
Yep.
Holocaust survivors, victims, and their family never had to get a commission to study.
Be careful. Remember what they did to Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah, well, I ain't Whoopi. The Japanese, when they were interned, there was no bill to study should we get reparations. The Italians got reparations back when a lot of them were massacred down in Louisiana, New Orleans area. They got reparations. The Indians got reparations. What's the issue with black folks? Why do you got to study or commission the study of reparations for us where everybody is turning that stuff around with little to no fanfare? You talk about some of the immigration issues. What's ironic is, we don't have the manpower to deal with these immigration issues. We don't have the money, but then you got a whole bunch of Haitians in Texas on the border. I mean, they pulled out all stops. They had every law enforcement agency corralling those folks to keep them from kind of seeping into the country. And then they had troop transports and all kinds of airplanes just dropping them back off in Haiti. I don't even think they were landing. I think they got like 2 feet off the ground, pushing them out the door. So it's just like, it's really disingenuous, and it's really interesting when you want to do something, you have the money and you have the time and the moxie to pull it off. But when it comes to black folks, you don't want to do anything. So there's just a lot of stuff going on out there that we need to be mindful of. And the weapons of mass destruction, it's just really symbolism. It's really symbolism. It's nothing tangible, and we can't fall for the okie doke. We have to have both eyes open and pay attention to what's going on. We want bills, laws, we want money, we want access to resources and opportunities. Where's our anti-racism bill?
Right. Good question.
Where is it?
Good question.
Where's the George Floyd bill?
Good question.
What happened to the commission to study law enforcement from a national perspective? I remember Kamala Harris and Biden were talking about we're gonna have a commission. What happened with that?
The same thing that happens with everything. It didn't happen.
Everything with us,
right?
Because when you can look at immigration, like right now, San Francisco is a city that you don't have to be a legal citizen to be able to vote. I think New York City, you don't have to be a legal citizen to vote. So what people aren't really looking at the cascading effects that's going to have on the black community, because outside of the black community is one of the second largest voting blocks in the country. And when in 2012, during the 2012 election, black people came out to vote in such a huge wave that it was the first time it ever surpassed the white vote. So you trying to tell us that we don't vote? But we need to hold our elected officials accountable. We can't go for vote me in now, and once I get in, then I can do stuff, because that has not worked for decades for us. And other groups aren't doing that. You want our vote? We need X, Y, and Z. Do that, then you get our vote. When it comes to the black community, get me in first, and then I'll do X, Y, and Z. And once they're in, they're like, who are you? I don't know you, and I don't owe you. Okay, we'll see. But I think more and more black folks in the black community are getting on code with a lot of this stuff, and they're not falling for the okie doke. That's all I want to say.
Well, y'all heard it straight from the big man's mouth. You got something you want to say about it, go see him. Everything's spot on point. Listen, y'all, this is Monday Night Live with D Moss, my man Rob Jones, always providing the insight. We got the artwork happening in the background.
Khalid.
And next up, we got my girl MBS Malay she hanging in the background like she's just a fan, but we know she's silently running things behind the scene.
I'm definitely a fan.
Well, it's 10:06. What's up? You coming up? It's 10:06. You coming up?
Yeah.
Rob, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. As usual, folks need to pay attention and need to listen up.
Sleepless night, helpless dreams was all you gave to me. All you offered was a lie. Realize you weren't the one that you tried to paint me. Before I opened my eyes to see it was me who would be the one to reach deep inside of my dreams to define a better me. Can't nobody give you what you already got. Ain't nobody offering what God can provide. That's the good life, the good life. See, everybody wants a good life, yeah, a piece of the pie. The good life, the good life. See, everybody wants the good life, the good life. Hey. See, no one thought I had it in me from the start. Felt the whole world was against me. They all tried to convince me, but I still wear a smile on my face. A smile is just a start from a good, happy place. Hold on to possibilities of who you wanna be. What you see, what you believe is destiny. Like they say, everybody can take this ride. Sometimes you must encourage yourself to live the good life. Everybody wants a good life, yeah, a piece of the pie. Good life, good life. See, everybody wants the good life, the good life, good. Say everybody wants the good life, the good. Say everybody wants. How can you force me for a star? How can you fail before you try? You got to win. You got to win. You got to win. How can you force me before you start? How can you fail before you try? You got to win. It's just you. You got to win.
Oh, heck no. WTCC Monday Night Live.
There's something about her smile. It intoxicates.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. God has much more in store. 5, 6, if you're feeling great. Positivity will always block out the 8. Say 1, 2, 3 into the 4. God has much more in store. 5, 6, if you're feeling great. Positivity will always block out the hate. They loving it, he be living in the peace. I've been running from the belly, get a beat. City streets, they said best now. Shoot a minute's left eye. Even though I don't believe in violence, it's the test I testify. Rest in peace, the left eye, man, gone. Like that new tribe quest, man, I got that soul. I'm a old school nigga with a new school flow. Anywho, nigga, you just another jigaboo. Times 2, word on the street, somebody broke the Vinci code. And the pigs made another black face to fit the mold. Now behold, the magic and the madness, lyrical rehab for an addict. Music for you to listen, some say vindictive. It's kinda sickening, same old struggle. You just another dog barking who needs a muscle. Cause once they head nodding, lungs screaming, feet twitching, you know the people most probably like they listen at 1, 2, 3 into the 4. God has much more in store. 5, 6, if you're feeling great. Positivity will always block out the 8. Say 1, 2, 3 into the 4. God has much more in store. 5, 6, if you're feeling great. Positivity will always block out the hate. I'ma give y'all a little antiseptic. Damn if you, cause I'm too sick to perfect it. Probably neglected. If I did do respect it, sorry, but time is money and I'm fully invested. I'm tuned like the 90s, punk back like the 80s. If the 60s gonna stop me, then the 70s gonna save me. I'm suicidal, travel and denial is vital. If I ever stop flying, I hope to walk the green mile. I'm seeing double, making triple. While thinking, God, is that really just an issue? I bid you farewell. I hope you don't praise and tell, cause the best ways come from those who create themselves. Ring the bell, life succession, and the topic of the lesson. Karma showing progression. Light it finger lit, cause I could hardly, like Bob Marley, breathe in the bush. 1, 2, 3 into the 4. God has much more in store. 5, 6, if you're feeling great. Positivity will always block out the 8. Say 1, 2, 3 into the 4. God has much more in store. 5, 6, if you're feeling great. Positivity will always block out the hate.
Go ahead.
Oh, come on, don't catch me off guard.
You live on the air.
90.7 WTCC. You are tuned in with MVS Malay and
I don't know. Sometimes they call me D Moss. What's up, everybody?
I thought you was gonna sing it, D.
Oh no.
Oh my goodness. You see, this is what I be talking about
I got
you.
a cold yesterday.
I got a question. Why'd you put on that voice?
Well, it's just my radio voice,
You know what's
I guess.
crazy?
I
When
just
you bring a
be
guest
playing
on the
around
air and they
sometimes.
just like jump in.
Just right,
and
you
just
know,
start
and
asking
just try to
questions.
mix it
And
up
then
like
go play my co-host.
right.
And play my
You see what I'm saying? See, at least
Listen,
you got my
man,
back, D.
It was
Oh,
nice
I'm not trying to
having
pound it.
two tails on the air with us.
He come on and try to take over,
He
right?
no longer a 10. He just got a call from somebody. Yo.
I asked one
He tryna
question.
play
Y'all gonna
me.
ask me a million
He
questions.
think he on the Breakfast Club. He just come out like just shooting and everything. What? Lord have mercy, man. Introduce yourself. You an art.
It's
I'm
different
just
out
gonna
here.
leave.
Hey, guys.
Introduce
My-
yourself.
my name-
Conversation.
Where do you think you're going?
My name is Two Tails. I asked Malay out on a date last week and she said no.
D, come back. I need your help. D, come back. Come back. He's not about to leave me alone with this.
What I just said 5 words.
He's playing with me. Oh my
I'll rap
gosh.
and stuff. And,
You remember that video that I showed you of this of what he did to me on the stage?
What I do?
Oh my god.
What I
I
did?
could have turned red.
What he do?
One at a time, y'all. One at a time when you speak.
You remember that video I showed you last week?
We are live Monday Night Live. This is D Moss, MBS Malay. I'm just kind of curious. I didn't know it was going to turn into a therapy session, but I have to ask the question. Like,
he started it.
Safe space.
Why would you ask someone out publicly?
So, when it comes to asking people out,
yep,
there's never a wrong place or time.
Is that like a rapper thing?
Nah, I think it's just like a me thing. I don't think that like every person does it, but like you know what I'm saying. I would just offer spaghetti, pasta, roster.
Baked ziti.
Baked ziti is really good.
I seen the video and I'm like, all my years of hitting the stage, I think I got about 27 years. I've never seen anybody say, "Yo." Basically,
well,
can I jump your bones?
Yo, hold on. Everyone in the comments, tell me what jump your bones mean. But so when it comes to like music, man,
we're doing this.
I'm not. Here's one thing about me though. Like I'm not like shy, right? So I think that's why like making music kind of came easy to me, and that's why like I kind of like being the center of attention, as you could tell, sir. And
he called me sir.
He called him
I
sir.
can't say sir.
Oh my god.
Well, I can't say. Yeah.
See, that's like a form of ageism.
He got him.
He's like
he
5
got him,
strikes out. How many
sir.
strikes you get in baseball? Is it 3?
He got him, sir. He got him, sir. He did.
Yes, sir. And sir, I apologize for cursing. Respect your elders and give me $50 in that case, man.
Little dude
I
from
can't.
across the street. My name is Two Tails, and I came here to talk a bunch of junk with y'all. What's up? What's going on, guys?
I was embarrassed. I just want to let you know off
Were you
jump.
really?
Yeah, because I didn't know what to say.
Listen,
I'm gonna need some wine.
Listen,
This is gonna be a
Where's the wine?
Listen, if you felt embarrassed, I apologize. It was
Well,
all in
I didn't
fun
know
and
what to
love.
say.
You
I
didn't
was
have to
like,
say nothing.
Malay, I mean,
I was in utter
You were
shock.
embarrassed, but you showed everybody and their mama the video of you being proposed.
I
to
didn't.
on
He
stage.
posted that on Instagram,
I did
and then
post
you're the only person I actually showed. Thank you very much. And I posted on Speaking because he posted it first. So like,
That was funny.
okay,
But-
don't play with
but
me.
You're the only person I showed it to, but then I posted
It was funny,
Speak
though.
Unique with like 2,000 people on it.
But guess what, man? That's how we, you know what I'm saying? Like
It was funny, though. It was
differentiate yourself from people. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
sorry, what was that word again?
Differentiate.
Ooh, I like
DIFF.
Somebody paid
ER.
attention in English at the SAT term.
Yeah,
Ooh, we
education.
in there.
Hey,
Somebody
we
paid.
in here like
I'm so
skincare,
proud.
good
This is
shit
Black
here.
History Month too.
You know what I'm
guys are
saying? It's Black
hilarious.
Future Month.
I'm digging. Oh,
You know what I mean?
Black Future Month sounds.
Yo,
good.
I was just at my little brother's basketball game.
Hold up, Carter G. Woodson would be George Washington Carver was a Carter. Carter G. Woodson would be so happy right now.
Martin Luther King and Obama are proud of me as we speak. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you exactly why. I was at my little brother's basketball game, and I live in a predominantly white town. And I don't really like. I'm social, right? We can talk all day, but I'm also antisocial, right? So we were at my little brother's final basketball game, and then I run into one of my homies, yo. And I want to talk about it here because it's my guy. Shout out Rick Lauren. Y'all know Rick Lauren?
No, not yet.
He's from here. Yeah, he's fire. Y'all gotta mess with
We
him.
will
man.
then.
Shout out Rick Lauren. If
Shout
you see
out.
this and when you see this, I was like, hey yo, what you doing here? He was like, what you doing here? And yeah, we were the only two minorities in the place.
Only
But
two
it was
colored people?
cool. Only 2 colored people, along with my brother and my family and
Negroes.
stuff. Wow, can we say that on the air?
You can say Negro.
I mean, yeah.
Negro? Yeah.
It's not a cuss word.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
just can't say that other N word.
We can't.
Nubian. No, you can't say that. No, we can't say the
Spell
N-I-G.
Nubian.
Okay, fine.
You be in my business.
Okay, got you. But yeah.
Really? I'm like, is that a thing? Hold on.
Nubian, N-U-B-I-N. It's a real
I'm
word. Malay.
using that. I'm
So,
using it.
I
I like the
appreciate y'all
NUB in my business.
having me up here, guys.
That was dope.
I hope y'all don't regret it yet.
No. You're cool.
Yeah,
what do you
give it
mean
like
yet? What
5
are you
more
planning
minutes.
on saying? Oh my god.
I can't cuss or nothing.
He's about to drive us crazy, isn't he?
Man, I just got my license, so hell yeah.
So let's back it up some. Introduce yourself one more time. Tell everybody who you are, where you from, what you do.
My name is Two Tails, aka that local player, aka that New York player. I am from New York. I currently reside wherever I reside at because people be plotting. I am a rapper and I'm a battle rapper. And I came here to talk a bunch of junk.
Well, dang.
Yeah. Say no more. He said he a battle rapper.
So
I'm about to battle.
So much for our conservative
I'm about to battle rap.
So I have a battle coming up the 27th. You know what I'm saying?
Is that what Lyrics in the V?
Battle? Yeah. What exactly is a battle? When you say you have a battle, talk.
When you battle, my fault. Okay. When you battle, you know what I'm saying? You just stand in front of someone and tell them what for. You know what I mean?
Can you give us an example without cursing?
No, not without cursing.
Why not?
Come on, you could make
without
the curse word something else.
You can't spit a verse without a curse.
I can spit a verse.
Oh,
but
go ahead, D. Keep going. I
can do it, right?
That was the first word. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
That's as far as my skills go, man.
If y'all want me to rap, y'all can put a beat on.
Put a beat on. Let's do it.
Oh man, we started this early. Okay, let's go. Is there a microphone? Can I have headphones?
The microphones are on the table.
Okay, is these the headphones?
Yeah, but those. Yeah, you might be able to hear that.
Okay. I thought that we were gonna like do an interview, play some music first, but if y'all want to get to the rapping, let's get to the rapping.
The interview come along, you know, right. You know,
we in here like good skincare and swimwear.
Good skincare.
We're gonna do in that Vice Lounge one more time.
Yeah. Okay, I got this without cutting too. How many verses y'all want?
Go all of them. Snap.
All right, look, I gotta get them off my chest and my I gotta get some. Wait. Hey. Look, I gotta get some stuff on my chest. My bars, my flow, my public, get all the race. I'm thinking about it. I'm one of the only rapping the set. Anybody thinking different, then I come to your neck. Alright, I get it. There's a lot, but let me put it like this. If they see me walk abroad, they ain't as nice as they think. That goes for anybody else that wanna put up a spread. I'm not a mumble rapper. Let me put that to bed. The perfect time.
That was messed up. Go ahead, you catch the beat. Go ahead.
And then y'all play the Jump My Bones. Hey, can we name this episode Jump My Bones? Yeah. All right. But
I can't believe you just offered me a high five.
Then I said I'm gonna touch it.
I heard
like
it.
Cactus in the desert.
That was still messed up. Like that was.
I thought that was kind of dope. I was watching it happen on screen. And you was
nah. Was that y'all first freestyle here?
Nah.
No. Oh, okay.
I've been in the years, 23 years, and I done seen all kind of rappers and hip hoppers and
bibbity boppers.
And
that was dope
all
though.
That stuff. That was dope.
That was
actually probably one of the dopest I've heard here on this show.
Thank you. Y'all threw me off with it because I wasn't expecting it at first, but you know what I'm saying?
See?
What wasn't you expecting?
Stay ready so you don't gotta get
okay, go ahead, rap right now. I'm like, oh, I bet.
You said you was a rapper though.
But I rap, right?
And you did. That's why I'm like, pow.
Yeah, let's go.
No, I'm not pounding you. No, I'm taking it back. I'm untouchable.
Come on and say, yeah, I'm a singer. And then you go, okay, we'll sing something.
Yeah.
And then they go, well, I can't just sing like. Well, then you're not a performer.
But you want to know something else? Another way to prove that I'm a dope rapper?
Go ahead.
We could play one of my songs.
Okay.
Yay.
But wait. I want to know why you call you Two Tails.
Oh, okay. When I was 13, I lived in Texas. That's where I grew up. I was born in New York, raised there for 10 years, and grew up in Texas for like 3-4 years. So like from like 13 to like 15, I was there, and that's when I started rapping. And me and my homeboy, we like this girl. We like the same girl, right? And then we're like, all right, what do we do with this situation?
Jump her bones?
No. So naturally,
jump her bones.
No, but wait, hold on. So we did what any other two dudes would do in a situation when they both want one girl, right? We flipped the coin. So it landed on tails. Nah, I'm just kidding. And I'm dead ass though. We did flip the coin. But it landed on tails. And then he was like, that's 2 out of 3. And then we landed on tails twice. And then after that, we both started rapping, and I was gonna call myself something else. He was like, "That's whack." I was like, "Bet. What about Two Tails?" He was like, "That's whack. It's never gonna catch on. You shouldn't do it." And 10 years later,
I like it, but I don't even know what I thought it would have like. Because you know how you will have an idea of what you think people's name and everything.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of anything.
And that is how I got called Two Tails, because I flipped a coin twice.
But now that I think about it, I would have thought it was like something like you got two sides to you. Like,
that's what everyone thinks.
Like Gemini.
My cousin was like, "Oh, because you always got he always has two tails or something." Nah, sorry. It's a coin toss.
Two tails.
I flipped the
That's
coin
pretty
twice.
interesting. Yeah, okay.
And that is how I got my name.
What song are we playing by you first?
What songs y'all got is a real question.
I'll play something, but first I'm just letting everybody check out that artwork in the background.
Oh, snap.
He just did all that, and Malcolm X just popped up on the screen. It just threw me off
my
guard.
goodness,
Like, yo,
for real.
That's what I'm talking about.
I told y'all to wait for the surprise.
That's like...
I didn't know what it was going to come out to because you saw all the different colors and shapes and everything that was going on. I was like, what? That's dope. That's sick.
And we got, what we going to play?
What we got?
Let's go to, I probably spelled it wrong.
Oh, let's do Too Much.
Okay, I'm going to go Orange Cassidy. Y'all ready?
Okay, never mind.
You tell me what to play. This mine. This is my show.
Oh my God.
You mad.
This is funny.
You angry. You big
man. You big man. I'm happy. Y'all funny.
All right, y'all. This is Too Much by Two Tails. Let's get it. Check it out.
Yeah. I don't ever want to take up too much of a good thing. Had to put some away, save it for a rainy day. Let's go. Finding myself in a place. Baby, tell me she in love. I'm the one she wants. She don't want to wait. Now the ball's in my court. Okay, we should take it slow. Water smooth for the sailing. You the river to my boat. Feeling that you disagree. Now I'm trying to stay afloat. Ride it. We can't talk if you keep silent. What's the move? Chasing this money don't make me choose. I'm trying to buy you a Birkin bag. I'm trying to buy you some Jimmy Choos. All for you. Answer your phone when I'm calling you. I answer questions like interviews. I got bitch, you got nigga too. Never share what I'm giving you. Why you always play detective? Why you think I'm moving cynical? Why we always got a problem when you got a problem? You love being miserable. I'm here when you want in the picture. I'm chasing you, not chasing liquor. Late night, get a split, spark it up, then you f me like a stripper. That's the type of shit I like. Baby, tell me, is you down? Then she take it all with them deep. Turn around, say, baby, make me proud. That's the type of shit I like. Baby, tell me, is you down? I don't ever want to take up too much of a good thing. Had to put some away, save it for any day. Yeah, finding myself in a place. Baby say that she in love, know what she wants, she don't wanna wait. When the ball's in my court, I said we should take it slow. Water smooth for the sailing, get a river to my boat. Better not her disagree. Now I'm trying to stay afloat. Ride it. Let me just know what you want, know what's on that you want. Walking out that door before you can get your shoes on. 2016 when I lost my halo, holding my heart like a bagel. Since the day that you walked away, I've been watching you just like cable. See that smile on your face, can't forget it at all. You ice cold lemonade when I stand in the sun. If I tell someone I love them, then they know that I meant it. I give you my heart to hold, but girl, I can't cause it's heavy.
90.7 WTCC FM. This is D. Moss broadcasting live via remote from the campus of Springfield Technical Community College. We are online.
This what?
He's crazy.
This huh?
We are online with Two Tails.
Hey,
Comedian,
gang,
battle rapper,
rapper, sex symbol, all that.
Yo, I think your flow.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
I think your flow. I ain't gonna lie, man. There's a whole lot like, I don't know, these modern day rappers, man.
I'm technically a modern day rapper though.
Yeah, you is.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you ain't. I'm just saying I dig your flow.
I appreciate it.
A lot of folks, they got flows I don't quite understand. You can attribute it to old age. I don't care what you attribute it to. Some of it I just be like, why?
Yeah.
Wow, but yo, you're dope. You're
Thank you,
really
bro.
good.
I appreciate it. I like to think that like people don't really know where I'm from, and I'm from New York, and people can't really tell based on my songs. You know what I'm saying? Or based on like anything, how I talk, how I walk, how I move, or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? I could just only do me. That's the only thing that I'm good at. Well, doing myself.
It's like with any regardless of the genre, if what you're doing is not an extension of who you are, then you really fronting anyway.
That's a fact.
You know, anybody can say white, black, Jack, Mac, call himself a
flipping
rapper
the chicken
or a
and
poet.
dipping in the big. Yep.
You can do all that and call yourself an entertainer, but not everybody can allow that their whole presence to kind of emanate through the music.
And I think it's important too to have the presence through the song, man. You gotta be kind of like, you have to know who's on. Like, oh shit, that's Tails right there. You know what I'm saying? Or, oh, that's Malay. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have to kind of have a character for them to kind of get emotionally involved with what you're doing. You can't just be another rapper.
It's your personality.
Personality
to the music.
Yeah. You got to attribute it. So
I like this one.
Hey, that's I'm him. He is us.
By the end of the show, it might be up to there.
Ooh, where?
Oh, he said up to there. I thought he was gonna break it down like that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just a joke. Just joking.
I don't. Is that another like age joke that I'm not understanding?
He's being ageist again, y'all.
Wow.
I was ageist.
Ageist it is.
The only reason I said that is because I said
I want to see him in. How old are you?
I'm 26.
I want to see you in 30 years, bro.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna have my cane. I'm like, them little getting on you, huh?
Oh my gosh, I can't even fathom it, man.
Then you're gonna be in a wheelchair 30 more years
too at that age. Yes, I did.
What was you doing in 26?
Oh shoot, dude, you got a little fuzz at the back.
You guys don't. Malay has been thrown off the air.
Look at her. She just fainted.
What's up? My artwork that Rob is gonna lose.
I'm so sorry, dude. That's the first time I saw some hair in here.
I've been running all day long. I keep my stuff. Listen, man, y'all ain't interviewing me. We interviewing.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done.
It is.
That was funny. Okay,
all right, let's get to another joint. What we gonna listen to?
Y'all want to play Snack with D-Ran, Dora Pierre?
Let's play too much. Too much.
We already played too much.
Oh, everybody just go around me then, huh? No.
Shout out my big homie D-Ran. He knows that I'm the biggest joker in the world, and he does not take kindly to my jokes. I feel like he's gonna beat me up every day, but at the end of the day, it's love, and that's my big bro. And we made a banger, and we made a bunch of bangers. Okay. This is the one that goes harder.
I like you already.
Hey.
Yes.
Hey.
See? He done begged you up. Like, yes, I want to know who he is too.
Y'all don't know Dora Pierre?
Of course. Oh, see, it says Dren, so I didn't know what that meant. Of course.
He used to call himself D-Ran, but now he calls himself Dora Pierre. But
all right, y'all. This is 90.7. Let's get it.
Snack.
Hey, pal. Like what you doing? Snack, gotta look, I'm only human. She a snack, got me talking while I'm chewing. We stay inside and eat out. She my link, I sneak out. Wait, like what you doing? What's fat? Gotta look, I'm only human. She a snack, got me talking while I'm chewing. We stay inside and eat out. She my link, I sneak out. Whoa. Work best hands on, I gotta touch her. If shorty is a snack, then she gotta be a gusher. Cause she's a little squirter, I'm a water bender. You barely have my piece, I can't put my heart up in you. Your body part like body art, it's a lovely view. You hurting, babe, I'm the remedy, you can cuddle too. I dive in, head first dive in. I see you in nightclubs, eyelids. Like what you doing? Snack, gotta look, I'm only human. She a snack, got me talking while I'm chewing. We stay inside and eat out. She my link, I sneak out. Wait, like what you doing? What's fat? Gotta look, I'm only human. She a snack, got me talking while I'm chewing. We stay inside and eat out. She my link, I sneak out. She my link, I sneak out. She don't ask what we bout. Yeah, I love to eat out. Just to check and peace out. Dark chocolate, I need some kisses tasting like some Hershey's. I know you heard me. Maple syrup with the curve. Yeah, you got what I'm looking for. Head stuck in the cookie jar. Hardest rookie of the year, forget about that rookie talk. Just for me,
she took it all. Different flavors put me on, sweet and sour, good and gone. She arched her back with perfect form. She don't smoke just a little. How many licks do it take for me to get to the middle? That my type bad, but no, she ain't good for me. She ain't scared, but she made that booty shut for me. What? Yeah, like what you doing? Snack, gotta look, I'm only human. She a snack, got me talking while I'm chewing. We stay inside and eat out. She my leg, I sneak out. Wait, like what you doing? What's snack, gotta look, I'm only human. She a snack, got me talking while I'm chewing. We stay inside and eat out. She my link, I sneak out. Whoa.
90.7 WTCC FM.
The only thing I know about is that cooking thing.
All right, y'all. We on the air. We live.
Hey.
90.7 WTCC FM. Yo, we just heard a joint. What's the name of the track?
Snack with my big homie Dorian Pierre.
Like over there.
Snack with my big homie Dorian Pierre. Shout out to you. But you already know who's the funniest in the studio. It's not you. I'm top 3, and I'm not 2 or 3.
That's funny.
How do you open this?
It needs a corkscrew.
Does anyone have the corkscrew?
Yeah, but that one's open
okay,
already.
Never mind. My bad,
But,
guys. I'm not a wine connoisseur.
Go ahead, Malay.
So yeah, what would you like to say about that song?
He wasn't even here. He don't care about me.
Who?
Nah, I didn't hear the whole thing.
No, but you could tell him, give him the gist of it, because he was getting something for us.
So, the name of the song is called Snack, and in the video, we had some beautiful women that portrayed the food, the snacks, because that is what you
had
call
them dressed up as snacks.
No,
Are you only gonna pour one glass?
I was wondering.
Oh, did y'all want some too?
I mean, yeah, we all want some Kool-Aid. I thought that you took the.
It's time to bring.
I thought he took the liberty to open the wine, right, D? Yo, I thought he took the liberty to open it because he's pouring up for everybody.
Okay, cool. And no, they were not dressed up as food, but they were snacks because sometimes when a woman is very beautiful, you refer to them as like a delectable, a delicacy. And
that's December. You sent me a YouTube link. I need you to send me some music.
Who's the fourth cup
track? I think I got it. All right, we good. Okay. So we have another joint by you, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it, man.
Orange Cassidy.
I feel like I've seen that video.
Y'all ain't see Orange Cassidy?
No, I'm talking about the one you were talking
about. The snack video.
All right, y'all. This is music by Two Tails. It's called Orange Cassidy. Check it out.
Let's go. Look, my bitch throw fits every day, she get mad at me. My bitch throw fits every day, she get mad. I'm on your side, baby, I'm not your enemy. I'm on your side, I'm on your side. I be on chill, just call me Orange Cassidy. Super chill, freshly squeezed. Hey, I need that love cause I don't get a lot of it. I need that love, I need that love. Don't tell this bottle before I take a shot of it. Yeah. I get a check at the mall while I'm blowing it. Girl, watch your soul when you be going it. You got some issues and now you exposing it. Giving me all that frustration, you holding it. Happiness, why can't money buy it? I sit and wonder why they wildin'. I'm so unbothered, I ain't calling. Kobe tells the way I'm ballin'. People gon' chase for the love. People gon' change for the good. I put a whole in the word. Yeah. Look, coming out the motherfucking works. She said out the motherfucking works. She just want a motherfucking last. I got to that motherfucker first. Put them in a motherfucking place. Oh, this ain't a motherfucking race. Shades on my motherfucking face. I'm cool. I'm on go. No time to wait up. It's getting late. I'ma stay up. Way up. Tryna get my weight up. And came down since the day I came up. If you ever leave me, I don't wanna make up. Just ain't no dream, now it's time to wake up. So sick of people who ain't acting real like fake buzz. Only riding for the fam and my day ones. Look, my bitch so fits every day, she get mad at me. I'm on your side, baby, I'm not your enemy. I'm on your side, I'm on your side. I be on chill, just call me Orange Cassidy. Super chill, freshly squeezed. Hey. I need that love cause I don't get a lot of it. I need that love, I need that love. Don't tap this bottle before I take a shot of it. Yeah. I get a check at the mall while I'm blowing it. Girl, what the so why the fuck you be going there? You got some issues and now you exposing it. Giving me all that frustration, you holding it. Happiness, why can't money buy it? I sit and wonder why they wildin'. I'm so unbothered, I ain't calling. Kobe tells the way I'm ballin'. Let's gon' chase for the love. People gon' change for the good. I put a whole in the what I do. What? I put that in the what? Straight to my face, now I'm good. Orange Cassidy, how I be kicking it. I wouldn't rush if I could. At a clue. Hey, yeah. Hey, who are you? What? Freshly squeezed. Freshly squeezed.
90.7
Squeeze.
Background sounds of Two Tails. That joint's called Orange Cassidy.
Yes.
Yo, that's kind of dope.
And the video is dope
You
too.
should have sent me the video. I would have just played the video.
Oh, we can play it again.
No, we can't.
I was telling him this when we was coming up that we could have played the video.
I will be playing too much again, that's for sure.
A word. I like too
I'm
much.
digging all 3 tracks. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That was dope.
Appreciate
If I
that,
wasn't,
guys.
I'd be like, yo, they, good music.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely digging them.
I appreciate it,
I
man. That
really
means
like
a lot
Too
coming
Much.
from y'all too.
Really like Too Much. I ain't gonna lie.
I like Too Much too. Too Much is literally just like the vocals for like a full minute and just me spitting. And yeah, I really like all the songs that I make. Every time someone asks me what's my favorite song that I made, I always say the next one because I feel like I love being in the studio and creating so much that every single time that I get an opportunity to do a new song, that's my next favorite one.
All right.
Yeah.
So how can people follow you, man?
To TEWWTALEZ, the most original name of all time. I'm the only Two Tails on the face of this planet, and if there's another one, we can fight. You feel me? So everything in the entire, you can Google it. TEWWTALEZ. That is I am him. He is us.
Word.
Gang. Not gang. I don't want like people start shooting and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
And it's so funny. I forgot.
Don't do that.
I forgot you said the camera's up there, right? So he's like, gang. I'm like, who the heck
The
are
camera's
you
right
talking
there.
to?
I got some stuff coming up. I got the No Chill show with the whole gang. They be yelling at me too. Shout out Richie.
Oh,
when's the
hold
show?
up. You doing the No Chill with Richie Hector?
Yeah.
When are you doing it?
The 20th
of this month.
I went to one of the ones they had out in Chicopee.
Oh, that's where we're doing it. Look, if you think I'm a character there, you just see me interact with everyone else. You know Chris Sear?
No.
You know Chris Sear?
Nah.
Okay.
It sounds familiar.
He's one of the people up there. He's hilarious. He's like probably like one of the funniest people I know, but he's also 6 foot and like 240 pounds. So like I can't joke with him because he'll eat me live. And he went to jail, so I don't know what he's going. Probably for like tax evasion though. He's not really like, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him though. He's gonna be there. Impression Prince.
I'm sorry.
Impression Prince, y'all know.
Impression Prince, yeah, of course.
That's my little bro.
Of course, I know Barrett. That's my guy.
That's gang. You feel me? He's gonna be there. I'm gonna be there, and we just gonna talk a bunch of junk, and it's gonna be great. And after that, my next event is my battle. So this 27th.
Who you battle?
This dude named Maze.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I know who that is.
Yeah. I never met him before, so this is the first time I'm gonna meet him. Where we're gonna have a face off before. Ooh, face off.
Face off is awesome.
Yeah. So cop tickets to that, and let's see. I got a couple videos dropping. I got this song called Not Too Late, and every time I have a song with the name 2 in it, I spell it TEWW because I'm mad original.
Dope.
Yeah. And also I have I have a bunch of projects out, the Hope You're Happy series. And lastly, I have one more video coming out, all shot by the same person because that's ganging them. It's called what's the name song? What's the name of the song?
This song?
Yeah, the one that I'm putting
Orange
out soon.
Cassidy?
No, not those ones. It's a new song. Feeding the hype.
I was about to say
Feeding the hype. So two new videos coming out. All right. It's too much of a good thing. I'm not too much of a good thing. It's Not Too Late, and I have Feeding the Hype. 2 new videos coming out. Be on the lookout, and those 2 shows coming up.
Dope.
Gang.
We got a red flag question for you.
Why do you have red flags? You know my girl told me when you see red flags, it's a circus. It's kind of funny. She's kind of funny. She's not that funny. But she's
I'm gonna remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Next time somebody tell me I'm a red flag, I'm like, it's a circus.
It's a circus.
It's a circus, baby.
It sounds like one.
Would you date somebody who's been stalking you since middle school? Why or why not?
Would I date somebody who's been stalking me since middle school? Is she fine?
I don't know.
Does she have to be?
Yeah.
Sometimes it be the fine
If
ones
she's
that
been
be the
stalking
crazy
you and
ones.
she looks like Halle Berry. Is that okay?
Okay,
Or
so
like, okay, let me bring it back. Rihanna or somebody younger.
Then why'd she have to stalk you if she looked? If
that's
all
facts.
she
There's
needed
just
was
mad questions that I have
You ever
after
see a
that.
thin line between love and hate?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. It don't matter. She beautiful.
That's what I was saying to him.
Um,
Because he's saying, you know.
So
you said that
for real? I don't know, man.
That's what I just said too.
I think I would because like she could be crazy, but I'm crazy too. So
okay.
But then why she had to stalk you since middle school if it was cool from the top?
Listen, just because there's a goalie,
Let me stop. He didn't even answer the question. Oh my God, you hear him about to say it
What?
again?
What?
That line that he said is the just because it's the goalie doesn't mean that
you can't score.
Right?
Listen,
in that video, yeah. He's
you
about to say
you want to hear another good pickup line that
Go
I
ahead,
use?
say it.
All right. You can call me Tails. Or no, I messed it up. Never mind. Forget about it. It's
Oh
not
yeah,
worth
you're
it.
lost. Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah.
Listen, man, we got Happy Brazzy in the studio.
Brazzy!
What's up? You gonna come on?
All right, I'm out of here.
Well, you can still stick around for the combo if you want.
Because you know you is.
Oh, okay. All right,
come
cool.
on up here, bro.
Hell yeah.
Word.
You a big dude. Can you get by?
That's what I'm
Or
saying.
if you don't want to stay, you don't have to.
Oh wait,
like,
can I say?
forcing you.
Can I sit down?
I mean,
you
ask
have mad
Brazzy
shoulders,
because
man.
you know. No.
Why would I? It's
Stand.
okay.
Shoulders
You can go get
It
another
is,
bro.
bro.
There should be another
Stand
chair
right here the whole time.
Or you can stand next to
Yo, you should have told me, Malay.
What's going on, brother?
I would have worn like 10 sweatshirts.
Why you say that? What, to match up to Brazzy?
Need some shoulders.
Listen.
Yo, does anyone want more?
I already got my second glass.
Cool.
Do you still sleeping on that Kool-Aid?
Yo, listen, man.
Kool-Aid.
It's Kool-Aid right now because we're
I
on
bought
the
it,
radio.
right?
Facts.
Y'all didn't bring none.
That's what I'm saying. Why
Any.
didn't you bring any?
The proper term is any. Y'all did not bring it in.
I was told there'd be wine.
That's what I was told too.
Well, that's what my cup says too.
All right, y'all. We had to flip it over. We got somebody new just joined the cast.
I just
What's
want to say
up,
something
bro?
real quick.
Oh, we know you're going to.
Just real fast. We know I don't ever bring any Kool-Aid. Like, you know,
No,
it's
you
them.
did. You brought that
I told both of them.
No, you brought that
Oh,
up.
I did.
Yeah, you did.
See, you gotta give me high five for at least
That was
the
good.
one or two times that I tried. All right, now I'm done.
That's all right. You scared me, so you get a pass.
I did.
Listen, I'm far from scary, man.
I wouldn't mess with you. You leaving?
No.
All
I'm just
right,
trying to find a seat.
Oh, listen, y'all get a chair from out there. Hey, I apologize, y'all. This is live. This is 90.7. But if we ain't dealing with technical difficulties, then we're dealing with emotional problems.
Oh.
So that's what we do. So we deal with creatives. When you're dealing with creatives, well, get what you get. So I'm gonna move forward. I just met dude. I like him a lot. His name is Heartbeat Brazzy. I got it right?
Yes, sir.
Look at that. And tell everybody who you are, man. The mics are just on the thing. So just speak up and it'll pick you up.
So let me start. Heartbeat Brazzy. Heartbeat because that's my hometown, Hartford. That's a nickname for it besides Homicide. I thought Homicide Brazzy was a little backwards, so I went with the love.
I would have been.
It would have scared me.
Yeah.
I would have been terrified. I would have saw that on the open mic list like a homicide.
Yeah, Homicide.
Ain't no way.
And had a ring to it, so I went with Heartbeat.
Listen, man, if the Springfield police shut down my music festival, they hear Homicide Brazzy come
They're
in
like,
and
oh,
shut down the station,
that would have been the
man.
only reason they need it. Like, oh my God. All right.
This guy sounds like a scary guy.
Right.
Yeah, marketing nightmare sounds like
Sounds like a scary event. All right.
Yeah. About 5 years ago, yeah, you probably did that.
Right.
Right now,
Yeah, no, I'm good on that.
yeah.
So
We
yeah,
go with
born and
Heartbeat.
raised, capital of Hartford. Connecticut, Hartford, North End. I've been rapping since middle school, which is 2004, 2005, and fast forward to this.
All right, dang. When did you realize you was good?
I want to say freshman year.
Okay.
Yeah.
How'd you find out you were good? Everybody's like, yo, that dude.
When I realized the homies was waiting for me to come to lunch. So it was like, you broke something. And then they started beatboxing on the table. So I was like, all right, I
Oh, word? Like that?
Yeah.
You did say you used to freestyle back then.
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
Yeah. But that's ultra long ago.
You already know we gonna make you freestyle. Oh, don't worry. We'll come back to it though.
I should make her do the same track.
Yeah. I like that track too. Play it. Bump it.
You ready to do something?
Bump it.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you.
Stay ready so you don't gotta get ready. You don't even gotta ask him. He gonna bump it.
You ain't got freestyle. Do whatever you want to.
He got it.
Do whatever you want to do.
He's a good freestyler though.
I don't doubt it. Listen, man. First of all, he's from Hartford, right?
That ain't my superpower.
And they were waiting for him in the cafeteria to show up for lunch. Now listen, man.
But that's the thing. Those wasn't off the dome, to be honest. Those
are the ones you wrote down to memorize.
Yeah.
You see, we don't ever even have to know that when you freestyle. Yeah, so everybody do it. Up. Shoot, me, I just be saying random stuff on the track.
Cause like most of the
I'm not a good freestyler either.
I'm sorry, man. Kool-Aid hit hard.
Woo!
Yo, this Kool-Aid came straight from Hartford, y'all. Don't blame me.
Cherry or strawberry? I think that's strawberry.
It's pretty good.
That one kick.
Whoa.
What excites you the most about doing what you do with your music and everything?
The reaction.
The reaction of who? You or the people that hear it?
People that hear it. Because it's like, it starts off in my head as nothing, and then I put it to something, and then to see you agree with me as I was in my space is awesome.
The people being related and everything. Relating to my crafts and stuff.
Right.
I like it.
Yeah, the energy exchange is dope. And that's when, when you're on stage, man, and you just kind of close your eyes and let that joint rip, and you open them and everybody rocking with you.
Mm-hmm. So when did you start, like, performing live and everything?
Get my dates right, around 2015.
Okay. Do you remember that?
Turned 1.
Do you remember that experience?
Yes, I was rapping over my lyrics.
Oh.
And I knew my lyrics, so I could hear it in real time, and it sounded horrible. Mm. But people that was close enough, they was like, yo, you were killing it. I'm like, okay. And I fell in love with it then too, because it was people who were just looking at me like at first, and then when they got the lyrics, they like, yo, bro, you got it. I was like, oh yeah, this is it for me for sure.
I feel like sometimes people rapping over lyrics, I don't mind it, but other times, like when I'm really trying to get into it, it kind of bothers me a little bit. I'm glad you don't do it anymore.
That was one and done.
I'm glad you don't do it anymore, but yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't work with the baritone.
How do you feel about it?
I don't know. It all depends on who's DJing, who's controlling the sound. If you have a good sound engineer and they can, cats who actually listen and they're blending it as cats are spitting to the point where it gets, you can't tell which is which. And it's just, it really depends on the music. If you got somebody just throwing the track on and say, okay, do what you do, and their volume is like mad high and your mic is low, it's messed up. So it all depends on who, the situation that you're in.
And then there'd be some people that don't even know their words, so like you can see.
Right. And I wasn't one of those, so it was like
you could see the ins and outs, and it's like, oh shoot.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
when they stop and the music is still
I know, right? And they just like, or like they mumble other words over the words, like what?
Listen, I was just at a showcase where the kid took the mic and was like this. I'm like, yeah, we can see you. We can hear you. We can see you.
You are not lip syncing correctly.
Right. The mic.
Wow.
So, what's your stage like? What's your stage performance like? Is it high energy? Are you like just mad cool? Or you like just street block like yo? I'm spitting my ish.
Whatever the music is.
Okay.
Honestly. I would say from my experience watching your performances, I would say you're a calm performer. And then I feel like you feedback off of the audience energy too.
True.
From in my opinion.
That's kind of like what I meant. Like if they just standing there, I'm like,
then
I know what track to give you based off the audience.
My favorite one's definitely Dodie.
Is that the one I couldn't play?
Yeah.
Aww.
And then we were digging it too. It was like, oh.
So the engineer who has that, he's out of town. He's been out of town, so I couldn't get a clean version of it. But my other two ones from my other engineer, I got clean versions of, which is drumsticks and without the good.
I tend to get myself in trouble sometimes, so I mean, she'll twist my arm because I'm scared of her, and I end up playing a track that's not like entirely clean. Sometimes you heard that show before, huh?
Yeah.
You heard some, yeah. FCC was like the red light, the red flags is going off like crazy. They were like, yo. But let's get something on. Let's go.
Yes, let's play some music.
Introduce Drumsticks for me, man.
So Drumsticks is actually one of the first songs I wrote after becoming the daddy, and it's the first song I performed when I performed live. So
okay,
go off then.
Money. Talk. Forever.
That's fine.
90.7 WTCC. We live. We live.
Garlic parmesan on my drumsticks. Lemon pepper powder on my drumsticks. Go with Tommy Bomb on my drumsticks. Salt, pepper flour on my drumsticks. Garlic parmesan on my drumsticks. Lemon pepper powder on my drumsticks. Go with Tommy Bomb on my drumsticks. Salt, pepper flour on my drumsticks. Garlic parmesan on my drumsticks. Yummy. My flex game tall, 101. I don't trust you artists on that young. Word to me, looking sweeter than the sun kiss. Once was my beat now. Tell me where your duns went. Y'all looking weak, yeah I peep. Tongue split. That's the reason why I stay in my lane. You know, chasing that chicken. My homies doing the same. We getting paid. Y'all looking tight. Y'all wanna fight? Drop it your mic. Now let's get right. You know what's next. We cashing checks. Y'all looking stressed. Your rent is due. Do like we do. We get that loot. The chicken coop is OG. They be calling me like I'm Tyrone. My focus on auto P. I'm gone. I never flown, but wait. I'm wide awoke, even when the birds up. Brush my teeth, wash my face, then I spark she herb up. Wake it, garlic parmesan on my drumsticks. Lemon pepper powder on my drumsticks. Go with Tommy Bomb on my drumsticks. Salt, pepper flour on my drumsticks. Garlic parmesan on my drumsticks. Lemon pepper powder on my drumsticks. Go with Tommy Bomb on my drumsticks. Salt, pepper flour on my drumsticks. Come rock with me, I tend to mix my chicken with the broccoli properly. I be getting a monopoly. But life is not a game, no. You ain't lately, we stay in your lane. Yeah, who I am Marcus Graham. I know she died on that swine, but for that chicken I go ham. I don't need no rubber band. I be swiping on you. I salam out through time. Yeah, I peeped you out the ruckus. Simple mission. Let's get the chicken. No intermission. Listen, they live among us. I know the difference. Atomic bomb. There's too much sauce. Hot right now. No cooling off. I need a 20-piece. Lemon pepper powder wings. Alpha male intellect. Mix me with them childish things. Yeah, Donald, you can mix me with that dumb. I don't want to politic. I just want the drumsticks. Garlic parmesan on my drumsticks. Lemon pepper powder on my drumsticks. Go with Tommy Bomb on my drumsticks. Salt, pepper flour on my drumsticks.
I'm digging it.
Like
I'm digging it. You know what? I like joints that I have to go back and listen to 3 or 4 times to make sure I catch everything. He got me with that lemon pepper powder.
Chasing chicken, right?
Chasing chicken, yo, everything. Yo, it's one of them joints. I got to go back. It's like I hear the punchline, but now I have to go back and listen to the verses again because everything else just like pulled me in a different direction. Yo,
this wordplay is crazy.
Just so you know, concept-wise,
yes,
it's not really about chicken wings.
Yes, let's hear about it.
It's about the different hustles and you chasing the chicken. So you got the lemon pepper powder. I got the salt pepper. She got the atomic bomb.
I want the sauce.
That's hot sauce.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
Bomb is too much sauce.
Dean's like, what?
It's hot right now.
Are those like drugs?
No, just all your different hustles. All the bags you could get.
A message. Yo, that's...
We chase the chicken.
But that's why I'm like, I
chase
heard the
the
hook.
chicken.
I got to go back. It's one of them joints I be playing like 3 or 4 times until I can finally figure everything out. Like, it's like a puzzle. And that's a good joint, man, because people don't make those anymore, man.
Chasing chicken.
Them joints back in the day, Two Tails might not be able to identify with this.
How old is
He's ageism. You know the joints, you remember the cassette tapes?
Yes.
I'm 31 though.
Why you used to have me a little Walkman?
Too, right?
What cassette tapes? Like the.
However, I do remember.
He wasn't around. It just stopped in my era.
Okay.
It stopped in my era.
Then, you know, with cassette tapes, cats you rewind just to catch that verse. And we write them down just to make sure, like, oh, especially if somebody flip a real dope verse, the wordplay is crazy, or if just the concept is like, yo, that's dope. You have to rewind it just to get it again.
See, for us, it was in middle school. We had computer class.
Okay.
So once I figured that out, and we had Google, these.
Just the
okay, and then once they put the internet, once we found the internet, we was Googling the lyrics. So it's the same difference.
Yeah, same difference. Y'all get to Google. You're right, same thing. It's kind of like, yo. Nah,
right, man, but at least they used to put it there.
The words
today,
would be, but they'd be about this big. So you just keep hitting rewind until you got it. Especially if somebody, I mean, yo, man, if the wordplay, if the verse is just so dope, sometimes you got to hear it 3 or 4 times before you fully digest it.
That's how I used to learn songs, though. I used to have to keep rewinding that.
Yeah, but the songs that you were really loving, that you really wanted to get to know. I mean, with rap, it's kind of like, you know, rap lyrics. I don't know. I think people take the challenge out of it nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
You know, digging 2 tails. I'm digging y'all. It's like, you know, I say new school because I got y'all by like 30 years. Period.
Really?
And I'm like, yeah. Almost. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, almost. So it's kind of like, I'm coming from a day where people had to go back.
Power to you, man.
You know, the verses were so creative, so innovative. You had to go back and listen again. Nowadays, everything is like so in your face. It's like there's no guesswork.
Yeah.
You know, make me go back and listen to your track 5. As a matter of fact, I got to buy your album so I can catch everything you're saying.
Yeah.
Right here, like, I listen to Drake, and I'm just like, damn, everything is out there. You're not creative about that shit.
It makes
you
like, not even want to buy
whack
it.
tack, black Mac, whack tack, black Mac. You know, cats might sing it, they might mumble it. But it's kind of like, yo, give me something.
Keywords.
That's going to catch me, man, and pull me in. You know what I mean? So.
Right. I'm a student from that era, so that's why I feel like.
You sound like Just Ice. You know,
Chase
Just Ice
chicken.
Just Ice was one of KRS's boys back in the day. He was, okay, I need you to go back to hip hop high school.
But
man.
no, for real
KRS One is.
No, I say Just Ice.
I don't know who that is.
Like, do you know who Special Ed is?
Kumo G.
Yeah.
Schoolie D.
Yeah.
Okay. Where was Schoolie D from?
I don't know.
Philly.
Oh. I'll let you know. I know these people. I don't know where they from.
When I listen to your style, that's what I hear. So you listen to a whole lot of that.
Them people, them guys,
them cats.
Yeah.
See, that's
so Rakim, Kane.
I'm about to say, yup.
If I was to come up, it'll be Big, Nas, and then right after that, you know what era really changed my pen game? The Wayne era. That mixtape era was crazy.
Okay. Fair.
So, you know, based on the path that they laid as far as like lyricism,
yep.
I'm like, I can't pick this thing up called MCing and not do what you just heard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you just said a term I ain't heard. MCing. Kind of like, what'd you say? Jump in your bones and you had to bump it. Yeah. Yo, man, come on, man, bump that joint.
Yeah.
We don't hear that no more. You just said MCing. We don't have no MCs anymore. We don't really have MCs anymore.
Oh.
You know,
that's
MC
my gamer tag by
tells
the way.
us.
Let an MC 860 if you play the game.
What?
Say it again?
What?
Man, listen, I play at Xbox like I speak Chinese. Now, if my son was watching, he'd be like, "Oh, let me look that up right now." Got him. You know, I know nothing about that.
MCing is in my blood.
It's an art. Sure. No, that was an art form, man. And it's like, I wish cats are always talking about that. Oh man, old school cat, them old school music. It's like, nah, man. There was beauty there. There was art in that stuff, man. Not to say it ain't today. It's just different, man.
Yeah, it's just different.
It's evolved.
It is.
It's evolved. But I love it when cats come back and throw that flavor back on the table because, they're old hip hop heads, and we still spend money on tracks. We do Water Stream and get people a penny per track.
Right. Even you taking the time to listen to me perform, I'm giving you 5 minutes. I don't want to waste your time.
You don't even see anybody selling CDs out their trunk anymore.
We don't have CDs in our cars anymore.
I do.
We have a CD player.
I still play CDs. Shoot.
People always sell.
I have a CD player in my car.
I don't know.
Well, I got the 3LW CD, and I always play that over and over and over.
Other times don't sell flash drives with the tracks on it.
I do.
I mean, it just.
I'm gonna bring you one.
I grab that joint and I play it. I mean, I don't know where I play a CD at.
True.
I don't have
I'm
a DVD
bring you a
player
flash
anymore.
drive. All my songs on it.
So, I mean, So I get
And then
it.
there's so many creative ways to do it now. Like the way I made mine is like a credit card, and then you could just pop out the USB. I have one.
That's what's up.
I should have brought that.
That's what's up.
That crap snake.
I don't know why people don't do that, man. I'm at venues.
I'm gonna bring you one next week.
It's like you got music, yeah, but you know, it's just you have to go to my SoundCloud. I don't want to go to your SoundCloud. I want to buy something from you right now. It's like when somebody's that dope like that, I'd be like, that's what I just heard. I'd be like, yo, do you have that anywhere?
But you know what? He has a.
I was about to say.
You gonna say it? Yes, he just told me about it.
So,
tell it.
I wore it, so it's getting watched with it. But I have a hoodie with a QR code in the middle of it.
Okay.
So
there we go.
Because you know nobody likes to carry stuff today. Sorry,
right.
go ahead.
So no, you perfect.
No.
Like John Stockton with the Adams. Thank you.
So I hit that QR code. Where do I go?
It'll pull up everything where you can listen to music at. So Tidal, Spotify, YouTube, all that.
All right.
You should have wore that tonight.
Wouldn't it make more sense if you have all that, but then you have your own website where cats can download that track for $1.29?
True.
Up high.
Or
Straight
get your whole EP for like $9 and you make money instead of waiting till you get 5,000 streams so you can make 20 cents. Yeah, and then they pay you what they want. So it's kind of like I don't know. I just think cats need to get back to that part of it. Like, yo, let me get my own website.
No, you're right.
You're
absolutely right. And I just started doing all that, the DSPs this year.
Okay.
Just because everybody I needed to reach everybody.
What's a DSP?
Is it DSP? Yeah, digital streaming platform.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. You know what? Yo, security. Please remove him.
Wait, what we thought that was?
Yep.
You don't know what DSP is.
Yo.
He said security. Security.
On a DSP right now.
I can't.
Hey, I know how to make it work. I can make it work. That's like the kid who dropped out of high school. I can spell as good as you can. I just figured it out, okay?
Work smarter, not harder.
Yo, man, hold on. That's why I bring my Kool-Aid job.
No, shouts out to my homegirl. Speaking of websites, I support CT. She does a lot of write-ups for artists and
shout out to her. Shout out to Chanel.
I support CT.
Shorty, yeah, shout out to her. She's dope. Shout out to Lyrics in the V too, because they work very closely together. They got shows Hit or Miss on Thursdays.
No, Danielle, you don't have a 6-disc CD player in your car, Danielle.
Yes,
no.
I do too. Yes, baby.
No, I may not have known what a DSP was.
That's my girl.
But getting out my car, opening up the trunk and putting CDs in? No. Flash drive. 2,000 songs. Pow.
Hey. All I'm saying is CD player still works perfectly. I'm still going to use it when I want to. I got my 3LW CD. I'm going to play my 3LW CD, okay?
I ain't hear that. What's a 3LW?
3LW. If you will, you want more.
What is that? Song?
Yeah, the group. Old group. Old, long time ago.
3SW?
3LW.
You probably was like...
Yeah, you don't know nothing about them. Like...
That must be getting me a Geritol break with that.
That's Adrian Baylor, huh?
That was elementary still?
I don't even I think I was going to say flipping now. Just KLS, just letting, I was going to say flipping. Yes. I don't know, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
You got to write that down. I got Google now.
No more.
Google's still a thing, though, right? 2 tails.
Google is the thing. Listen, Google is the main thing. They don't learn in school no more. They ask Google. Teachers say, ask Google. The teachers just
they're tracking things now, so you gotta watch.
They tracking what?
They've been tracking stuff.
What are they tracking now?
They just use
what in the school?
Yeah, they've been doing that.
Google? Oh yeah, Google.
The phones are listening to our conversations right now and gonna suggest things later.
Listen,
certain
y'all,
kinds of wines for next time.
We have
Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid.
We have another joint by. I can say joint, right? Y'all know back in my day we said, yo, this joint right
joint.
Here. Or that. And I see y'all young cats are picking up on dope. Yo, that's dope.
We've been saying that.
No.
Dope never died out. Dope never died out, D.
I mean, Chris came in.
I've been saying dope since I was born.
Chris was in there for a little bit.
Chris who? Brown?
Chris, like saying that's Chris.
Chris Brown?
No, like
Chris who?
Hey, yo,
C-R-I-S-P.
Who says that? Oh, Chris?
Well,
Yeah,
Oh.
No, but S though, no P.
I had to make sure she knew what
Maybe
it
that was
was.
a Harvard thing.
Dude, you see,
It
they don't
kinda-
criticize
wait a
me
minute.
for it.
Harper y'all always had y'all style. I'm from Connecticut too.
I say that's
Word.
crack.
Word.
So it's like y'all always had y'all own style. Harper always had their own style. Always.
I hated her style.
Yeah.
And I never heard it. Sorry.
Aggie, I hated Aggie too.
I say that here and
Aggie
there.
didn't really last too long.
I say
anyway.
Aggie here and there. It's Aggie.
That joint's tight. That'll never go away.
I try to say it when I'm not trying to sound so Aggie.
My daddy made this beat.
Yo, we got a brand new joint. Heartbeat Rock. Check it out, y'all.
Let's hear it.
Me don't wanna be here. Me don't wanna live here. Me don't wanna breathe the air. Me don't wanna live life without thee. No lies, love, I'm feeling your vibes. Seductive vibes, swagged out, plus you dick in the dice. You and I, together fly at the enterprise. Surprise, I'm not your typical millennial guy. I know what I want you. Offsprings, baby, too late May, early June, copper suit, baby blue. Me and you go half upon that balcony. Be late to the reception doing the wild thing. Say my name, the child thing. The swagger on you, it's arousing. Got me stuck in glue. They say I'm losing my cool. I guess when around you, I'll be wilding. Me don't wanna be here. Me don't wanna live here. Me don't wanna breathe the air. Me don't wanna live life without thee. Me don't wanna be here. Me don't wanna breathe the air. Me don't wanna live here. Me don't wanna come hither like old times. Bring that here, that donkey is so fine. I'm tripping like Ella. You thicker than Della. We lower than sellers. I see a kitty and she wanna say hello. I'm trying to slide while you slippery, kissing, licking cheeks. Amazing how you creaming when I fingertip the peach. We can be discreet. Once them acres go up yonder, there's notes you gotta reach. And I won't enter until you keep the one on level one. Come here, hun, don't you run. Just trying to slide it. Yeah. Girl, you're wild, plus rippage, hit different. Good doing different. Me don't wanna be here. Me don't wanna live here. Me don't wanna breathe the air. Me don't wanna live life without thee. Like I'm trying to tell you, it's me putting you on. How I feel for you, a diamond strong. Love, I'm trying to tell you, the song putting you on. How I feel for you, a diamond strong. Me don't wanna be here. Me don't wanna breathe the air. Me don't wanna live here. Me don't wanna.
Say 90.7 WTCC FM.
Tutu.
This is Monday Night Live. D Moss, MBS Malay. We sitting here hanging out with my man Heartbeat Brazzy.
Yes.
He got new music. Be cool. Hit my inbox. Let me know what y'all think about it.
Oh yeah, I like that.
The beat was sick.
You're driving down the road in your car and you listen to 90.7. You get a chance. Yo, hit me. Let me know what you think. That's D Moss. Hit me at dmosslive@gmail.com. I would love to get the feedback on the music. We played Two Tails earlier.
Yes.
Heartbeat Brazzy right now. I'm digging it. Yo, you definitely down with that boom bop, ain't you?
He knows
See
it.
how it was still R&B, but I still had to give you lyrics. That's why I'm like, I could never abandon it.
I'm like, okay, I like that. I'm digging it.
I like how you added in that Aaliyah thing at the end of that track.
Because someone, they don't know. And just in case you wanted to know, now you know.
That's my girl.
Let me see.
If you don't know, now you know. Negro.
Can you drop us a flow like that? Since you do the boom bop, unless you want me to get an old school joint.
Can you do some freestyle?
Without cursing.
Yeah.
Yeah, without cursing. You can spit a first. With
You
us
can do
curse.
it.
You might not.
It's a
be
hard
the
knock
first.
life for us.
If I could spit a poem without swearing,
y'all could do
if I
it.
could write a whole
I'm
book
actually
of poems
good.
without swearing.
Swearing, you could do it.
All right, so I don't know about you guys, right? But I write in my head.
Oh, that's dope. I envy people who can do that.
That's what
Real
she
talk.
said.
I envy people.
No. Oh, you wasn't supposed to hear that. I was talking to Two Toes.
So like,
we both paused. Like, hold on, y'all. Go ahead.
So
man.
no, so for me, the reason why it's like kind of difficult is because I'm literally sitting on the verse I need to lay that's just floating around. So if I start freestyling and that comes out, it's like it messes it up, and it's a whole cloud thing. So it's like I would, however, kind of accept it.
You ready?
I think I can do it.
Let's do it. Get over here. Come over here. Jump in that film.
Something about the hype. Jump in. Where you going? What?
whole better freestyle.
Listen, that was so hard.
Yeah, that was. You didn't even need
I'm
a
okay,
curse.
man.
You
Thank
didn't
you.
need a curse.
Thank you.
Yo, all right, y'all.
You're good. You just being with me. It's not many people being with me.
You know?
I swear.
Is that mine right there?
Yes.
Why you put
It
out
sure.
that thing right now?
Well, because I can't go. You know.
All right, y'all. We're live. 90.7
That was sick. Y'all are dope.
WTCC
Sorry.
FM.
That was fun.
Yo, I got Heartbeat, Brazzy, and Two Tails up in the studio.
That was
Man.
lit. And Kylie over there going in, yo.
Look, I was about to say that, man. I was about to get up and move so they can see what
My
I
bad. I'm sorry, B. I'm
Yeah.
jumping the gun as always.
working.
I mean, I'm jumping the bones. No. That's looking
I should see
great.
his face earlier. He was like,
With your mouth
Right.
in it.
No, look. This is me. This is me really, because you saw all the little scribbles he was doing. I was like, okay, this is sick. And then I started seeing the face. Okay, this is sick. And then he scribbled out the face. Like, what are you doing? This shit. I mean, that crap.
He had a whole lot of greens up in there.
I
so
know.
I didn't even see it. I was like, yo, you know the greens is messing with the green, the green.
I know, you got crazy like you do with me when I wear green. No.
Oh, I didn't even see the face till I looked.
Dude, I wear green today too, and it's not that bad. Look. Hey, it's blending.
Yo, man. Yo, Two Tails is leaving the building. Yo, I had a good time. Yo, this dude.
That was fun to tell.
Anytime.
You going to the studio now?
Yeah.
Open
All right,
I got a
so-
session. I gotta go.
All right. Had fun. Thank you so much for coming out. I'm coming out.
Yo, he sound like he about to say sexy chocolate. Yeah.
Word. Thank you for
I almost
coming.
took off his shoulder when I touched it.
Oh my gosh. He got the power.
All right, guys. Y'all stay safe.
Bye, you too.
All right, y'all. This is 90.7 WTCC FM. Monday Night Live, D-Moss, MBS Malay,
Hi.
Heartbeat, Brazzy. He back there doing it with that paint.
He's going in. He's going in.
So how can people follow you? How can they keep up with you? Social media, all that good stuff?
Please go into your IG because you're already holding your phone.
I'm going right now.
Brazzy for short. That's BRAZI 4 short. By the time you get to the ZI, I'm just gonna pop up, standing there with a mic while I was at Speak and Eat with Malay. So yeah.
Oh, the mic.
That.
The camera's there. Hi.
Link in the bio for all the music too, and you can see everything I've been doing this year as far as shows. So I'm working.
And if y'all not doing anything Thursday, I'm trying to convince him to host the CT side.
I'm really
for the
really
Mats
thinking
versus
about it,
CT.
too. For real.
So
that's a bag I would like to get into.
if I can trick him into doing it, because you know, I'm gonna do it. I don't even need to trick him.
Yeah,
though,
you
but
don't.
Come on Thursday. That's what she
Yes.
said.
Yo.
Unless it's a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yo, wait, I just want to say something because I don't know how many people probably thought this, but maybe it's just me. Right? So recently I just found out that hump day is not really hump day. I thought, you know how I'm sorry, you said this is appropriate, okay? I'm not saying anything.
No, I'm just trying to.
I'm with her.
So,
by the way. We on the same.
I get that a camel has a hump and hump middle of the week, whatever. But back in my days, humping was humping. So I thought, right? So I thought
Back
all
in my
these
day,
years.
a hump meant a hump on somebody's back.
No, hump meant hump.
Mm-hmm.
Hump, Right. But all right, so I recently found out that hump day is not, hump day. That is just middle of the weekday. But why would you want to name the middle of the weekday? No, I thought that.
Okay, I'm just now catching
2019.
y'all. I'm just now catching y'all. So y'all thought.
Yes.
I thought at least. I don't know if
hump
Bobby
day
did.
means
Okay, I was speaking for myself.
That's the day of the week in which you engage in relations.
Yes.
Even though I need every day, but I thought that was the day for married people.
Heavenly Father, forgive me.
All I'm saying is
It made
because
the most
you know how
sense.
married people they have to have certain days of the week that they have sex.
Yep.
Really?
Yes.
Y'all really thought that?
Because this is true. This is what happens today. People have certain
Y'all
days of the week where
generation
they
what?
do things.
Me,
no. I need 24/7, lifetime, all types, but I really thought hump day was hump day.
Hump day,
listen.
No.
I thought.
No.
Well, I thought wrong.
Did you think that too?
I thought wrong.
Ask my
I
wife.
thought
the
wrong.
same
You did?
thing,
Yeah, you see?
He met baby. You know what today? Do
Oh, wait,
you
D.
know what today
D.
is?
Something we don't come across often.
What?
We don't come across often young people that are married.
Yo, I heard him say that. Give it up, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm really married.
Yeah, I just did
we're
an
gonna
old
talk
school
about
high
these
five.
red flags
I
before
couldn't
you
even do a fist pump like power. That's like,
Hey,
oh
man.
no, that's like yes.
Mm-hmm.
Black love exists, y'all.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yo,
That's
but he said
freaking awesome.
hump day.
It's hump day.
Yo, so nobody sent you that little memo on the day of your wedding, like, yo, bro, that was just a joke back in elementary school.
It made sense. Like
it made sense.
Like
It's one of those things you didn't even have to question. It's just like
so y'all just automatically put sex and Wednesday together.
See, that's how certain people that be on the same frequency end up with each other.
Everything be like sex type thing, you know.
Damn. Yeah. I've been on this planet for half a century, and I'm just like, I think
it's crazy that people have to like really sit down and talk about when they're gonna have sex.
Now that's another bag of worms.
That's
you
weird.
Have to sit home. So
to me,
I'm good on Monday and Tuesday. Well, I can't do Tuesday. I can do Wednesday. Okay. Well, what do you think about Friday? Friday's not gonna be good. Saturday. Well, I can't do Saturday. Well,
it's when it happens, it happens.
Ooh,
and if you wait
Jesus.
too long, it's gonna be a problem. Like, you know, because I get attitudes. Like, you know what I'm saying?
How we get here?
Hump day.
Hump day. I don't even know how we got to hump day, but that's what she said thing. But
there should be some spontaneity up in there.
Yeah, well,
not just hump day.
I guess I have a question.
Only having relations on Wednesday, and then I'm gonna play that. That's
what I'm saying. Like people really like sit down and they just.
I mean, I never sit down, but I definitely was like, "Babe, I got you Friday."
Oh
I definitely went there because you're busy. Like,
you're busy. My foot. It's no.
Yo, hold on.
And there's something else I don't get is the bedroom thing. Like, why do people feel like they have to be in the bedroom?
Hey, man. Yeah, I'm still.
I was about to say he knows that we're at the radio. So he's gonna answer the phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. But when I leave work, I'm gonna be in the studio. But listen, man, on that sex thing.
Yeah.
I got you.
Nah, for real.
You can't do Friday.
He done zoomed in on his face. Look.
Well. How about? No. Okay. How about? No, Saturday. You going?
Oh God.
This is me.
Sunday. But babe, remember last month it was only one time. But that's what hump day's for.
This is me. Hey, babe. Yeah, I'm kind of busy tonight, but you can meet me in the office. I got you. Quickie, right quick. Word. And then I'll be home tonight. I got 2 minutes to offer tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's cool too.
So when I say facts, I ain't gonna say facts as I know, but facts.
You idiot.
I know her.
We gonna fill in every freaking. I didn't say
every freaking night.
No freaking day.
Y'all heard nobody.
No buffer.
Y'all heard nobody. Listen. I said I need all night, all day tight. If it's a Wednesday, it's a no.
But you know what? That's because you don't live with nobody.
Well,
so the babies is what slowed us down. For it's like, yo.
Let me tell you about babies. Hold on, I got a drink.
I was living with somebody before, and it was the same way. Good 6 years.
How many kids you got, man?
2.
Yes, I got 3 babies at the house. Like when 2 of them finally go to sleep, looking at that third one looking back at you like.
Well,
then they finally go to sleep, and the baby wake up just as you about to like, yo.
Right. So mine's I was juggling between at the time my first baby, she's 7, and my wife. So okay, we put the baby down, she sleep, and then wifey sleep.
Yep.
You better wake her up.
Automatic. They can't go to sleep.
You better wake her up. Sound like y'all need a soundproof room. That's it.
I don't know about you. I ain't waking nobody up.
16.
Yeah,
what? Oh no, we're gonna talk about
After
this.
She don't fought with a baby all night.
Yeah, so
me.
Like that. But
let me tell y'all something. Sometimes I don't know who y'all significant others and stuff is, but I be tired as heck. But like just being woken up in the middle of the night sometimes, like, oh, you want some? Like, I'm sorry.
No,
right,
true.
I'm sorry. It's like, yo, I'm tired, but I'm gonna throw it down right quick.
Too many stories from too many more boys that is tried sometimes. It's like, no.
Yeah.
Look, I'm tired.
Oh,
look,
dang,
I done been with the kids all day.
Yeah.
You was out. I was working.
It's a certain way you ease up on it. You know, like if you listen, wait, let me say something right quick. You know, there's a certain way that you come up on it, like, you know, especially if your tongue is involved and stuff. Like, sometimes people just don't have a choice. You got to get them in the mood. Like, they don't even know they're in the mood yet. But, like, when you're doing things a certain way, like, it's like a certain touch or, like, a kiss in a certain spot or something. And then when you do it, it's like, okay.
Well, you know what?
That's a fact.
Since you're going to go there, why we got to do all that?
You don't necessarily
Why can't
have
y'all
to.
just roll over and be like,
I do. I don't know about these other chicks.
It's so
out
easy
here.
to wake me up. It's just easy.
Right.
Why I got to go
What is
through
wrong
all
with
them
y'all?
games? I got step
All
one,
right.
step two. Okay, ease to the left. Okay, all right. Just take that to the side. No. Why can't y'all just
I have a
up?
piece of advice.
We be tired too.
Please.
On that note, I have a piece of advice.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I'm just
that
saying,
coffee
y'all.
in the morning makes a difference to the entire day. People, like, you just gotta get acquainted with, eating lollipops. It's just awesome. Like, it's fun. Why would you zoom in on my face on this?
What's fun?
I just want to say, look at, maybe I'm just a different person or what, but
Hold up, let me call make sure she awake.
do it. Make her do it.
She gonna kill me
Listen,
when she sees this.
all I'm
Go
saying,
ahead.
it's just like the most amazing thing ever. Like, especially like during a movie, and just make it like a massage or something. Like, just do it. It just changes somebody's entire week sometimes. And I feel like, me personally, it should be an almost everyday thing. Absolutely.
What should be?
That you should wake somebody up with a popsicle stick in your mouth. That's all I'm saying. Do the thing. It's amazing. But you see, really, you shouldn't even have to ask, please. If you feel like somebody deserves something, then, just being amazing. Like, but me, I'm just like, anything is amazing to me. Like, I'm just like that type of person. It's Wednesday every day for me. So I just feel like,
So you're implying that women should wake up almost every other day with a popsicle?
every day, yeah. I feel like it should be an everyday thing. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that, but me, I'm just weird. So I'm a nympho, so I'm on another level. But I feel like people deserve certain things, and you should do it. You should do it.
Sucker pop save a life.
What is it?
Sucker pop save
Save a life. That's what I'm talking about. Make sex great again.
Yeah,
You
I'm
see?
with that campaign.
Every morning, every night. I don't know. You don't have to if you don't want to. Let me just one last tip. If you don't think about your jaw hurting, it won't hurt.
This is 90%.
WTCC.
It
won't hurt.
It's all love.
You'll be fine.
Are the views of the individual speakers, not necessarily those of the staff and
This is
management
real
here
advice.
at Springfield Technical Community College and WTCC FM Radio.
This is real advice.
These are their views. These are not the station views. And
you will get anything you want if you pay attention to my advice, okay? Do it. Like Nike. Yes, Rosie. Do it, okay?
I'm not saying
it's the most amazing thing ever. Like, it really is.
Viewpoints.
All right.
Work it out.
All right.
People.
All right. If
Work
you don't
it out.
believe me, if you don't believe me,
Try it.
if you don't believe me, all right. If you feel like you're not this type to do this, just try this. Go home on Sunday or whatever day you decide to make this week experiment, right? For a week, just do it. Let it be the coffee in the morning, and just see the difference in the behavior on the next, week.
You probably save your marriage.
I promise you, save your marriage.
Relationship.
But you gotta do it the right way.
Together.
No teeth. Like, you gotta be like Grandma Gums type.
Okay, let's not.
All right,
let's not. This is.
All right, we won't get overloaded with the tips, but the tips.
This is when I know I'm getting too old for this.
Okay, let me sit down.
I'm gonna learn how to paint.
That was fun.
Yep.
This is the truth, though. Like, in all seriousness,
how we get here again?
I don't know.
Oh, y'all were talking about Hump Day.
But in all seriousness, like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, for me personally, and like other of my friends that I've talked to that like doing stuff like that, it really does make a difference in your relationship. It really does. But you gotta like doing it. You can't just do it because you feel like this is what this person wants. Do it.
So your love language is showing love.
My love language is showing love, and showing love. I like to show love because, like, it makes me. I'm different. I'm sorry. I can't talk about this on air.
Well, you are.
Showing love gets me love. Like, sometimes. All right. For example, damn, this is too much information. You know, people like me, we are pleased by giving pleasure. So like, yeah, that's the best way to give it. So like, yeah,
That's a fact.
you just never know like how you're gonna feel like when you feel like you actually just want to do it. You can't like take no shortcuts to feel like, all right, I did this for like 2 minutes. Now like, no, do it for 20.
I love it.
You see, I'm
she
done.
Be wilding
All right,
like
all right,
3
I'm
o'clock
done.
in the morning. She's never boring. She be like grabbing on me, touching on me, feeling on my skin. And damn it, I love the life that I'm in. Every time she wake up, cheesing. I be breathing hard like something's going on and my chest is having palpitations and this nation down below is rising. She's ready to grab my army like it's nothing. And I be nothing like she's something because I'm loving. Let me stop, y'all.
Did you just say what I just?
No, that
did
was
he just
bar
say
work.
what I just said?
He did.
Nothing like she's something like. Oh, okay.
But see, that's the type
Bars,
the lyrics
energy.
right there, the wordplay I was picking up when I was like 6.
Right.
Like listening to Biggie and them, because Biggie was that 96, 97.
Yeah.
So 6 is only missing one letter.
I was born in the 90s. You gotta flip the letter. You keep it extended. It depends on how you pronounce the I.
Right? Exactly. All right, my bad. Go ahead.
No, you good.
I'm terrible.
He go home like 6. What'd you say? 6 tonight? No, I said 6 tonight.
Right.
Depending on how she respond. But go ahead, man. My bad.
Facts. No, I was just saying like the way you did that. That's how I would hear Biggie in the lyrics.
Listen, that was over.
Yeah, that's how it was back then.
Mm-hmm. That was hard. I know you had bar work.
To 6.
Thank you so much.
To 6. To 6.
To the old people in the room. To the old people in the room.
I said to 6. Y'all don't even know. This show be like this is.
Listen, man. This is 90.7
fun.
WTCC FM broadcasting via remote from the campus of Springfield Technical Community College. We up in the makeshift studio doing our thing. As KLS said, yo, we broadcast them.
Shout out to KLS. I haven't seen him in a little while. Shout out.
DJ Fred Flash.
Channel Legends. Hey.
And yo, Heartbeat Rozzy, man. I just met this dude. I like him already.
Look at this.
I like him already.
He's doing the Sandy phase. Yo, shout out Heartbeat Brazzy though, for real.
Yo.
When I say heartbeat, y'all say Brazzy. Heartbeat.
Brazzy. It is. Where do you perform live at, man? When people want to see you rock live, where can they catch you at?
Mostly with Malay at Speaking.
Okay.
Besides that, again in Sonia with Malay. But no, lately I've been going off like one showcase lead to another showcase. I actually got one coming up from Ford.
Okay.
February 20th with G Money the Prince. His birthday at Malibu, East Hartford, Connecticut.
You gonna be rocking out there?
Yes.
That's gonna be dope.
And speaking of performing live, again, I want to shout out to Malay because of her and allowing me to come to those open mics for like, I don't know, 2 months I was doing it.
Yep.
I really sharpened my skills.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of open mics. Some cats don't like open mics, and it's like, nah, man, you go there to work the kinks out. It's not there for you to do like a Class A performance.
Right.
This is where you knock out all the kinks. You know, you go to open mic, if you mess up, it's like, so what?
Right.
This is practice, you know. It's like Iverson. This is the practice right here.
Right.
So, yo, I appreciate you saying that. So go ahead.
Yeah, I got to test out my call and response technique.
Okay.
With Malay. But we was just doing with the Heartbeat Brazzy thing. Yeah, man, I look at doing open mics, like you said, like recreation is practice.
Yeah.
I studied the comic game as much as I did hip hop kind of coming up, and I always heard a comic say they went to those clubs to work out their jokes. I was like, man, I need somebody to work on my live performance.
I got a partner up in Boston, my man Mike Bonds. They call him the Warrior. He's a poet, real dope ass poet. I went up there with him one time, man. He was taking me to these spots, like hole in the wall spots up in Boston, man. I mean, deep up in Roxbury, wherever we were at. And it was crazy. He was like, yo, dude, these spots right here. He told me DMX. He said, if you can make Cat put down his beer, his wine, his liquor, whatever the case may be, and pay attention to you, yo, man, you're there. Same thing with open mic, man. If you can get people to stop talking long enough without somebody screaming respect the mic, if you can get their attention, whether you're singing, rapping, spitting a poem, you can get people just to shut up and be like, yo, when we got the whole room silent, then they start going crazy and rocking and vibing with you. Yo, you in there, but you only learn that at open mics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's my favorite part. Again, to watch people that's engaging, and then to watch me, it's like, yes, I got you. Come in.
Exactly.
Yo, you doing one of these numbers like, yo, and they're like this.
So that literally happened.
And the head
last
bobs,
night.
and everybody's rocking. It's like, yo, then they put it down. They're like, yo, they going with you. And it's just like, that's when you know you're on top of your game and you're doing the right thing.
Can I show you a story real quick?
Yes.
All right.
I'm sure you.
I don't know how it's gonna work on that.
No, it's cool. I want you to see it, so you, based off your face, they can go, oh, you gotta go see him live.
Okay.
Because
watch my face, y'all.
Watch his face.
Watch my face, y'all.
Now his performances be really great. I feel like the most that I like about your performances is that you invite everybody else in to participate. Whether that being chasing chicken, that or whether it be when I say heartbeat, y'all say Brazzy, or well the other ones that we just know, like Dodie Bud and all the other ones. So yeah. That
so
one's
right now we're doing the Breakfast Club thing. We checking.
And shout out to Nadia, because Nadia and Jovan, this is one of their favorite ones.
With you too.
Right.
And Jovan, she knows that song by heart.
Yes.
So shout out to Jovan. I love that girl. That's my girl.
All right, y'all. We got Heartbeat Brazzy all the way from Hartford, Connecticut, our neighbor right next door. You know what? Hartford ain't that far from us, man.
It's really not.
Suburb of Hartford. Hartford's a suburb of us, and it's kind of dope.
It's all New England, man.
I dig when I see like folks from Hartford rocking with folks from Springfield or any other part of Connecticut, because it's kind of like at the end of the day, we all we got. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like it seems like every state in the union gets respected for their music and their art craft, the art form, except for the New England folks. So it's kind of like, yo, if we're gonna make it pop, man, cats gotta really kind of blur those boundary lines and just make it happen.
Say that.
It might sound extremely cocky, but I think I was born to do that.
Sure. That doesn't mean you're extremely
make that change.
You have to make it happen.
For real. Like,
a whole lot of us.
Oh, shout out to Black History Month. Happy Black History Month.
I thought it was a foot. I've been waiting for a long time to make something like that happen, up here in New England. I mean, listen, man.
I have a question for you. I know this is your show.
That's all good.
But because you're older than us, right? You're from a different era. Do you know why it's like that? Like, how people say, okay, we messed up because of slavery. That was the cause of response. Do you think you know why it's so weird in this area for like entertainment and music?
No, I don't think it has anything to do with slavery. I'm not even going back.
No, I'm just saying like
why is it messed up in this area?
Yeah.
I don't know, because we're up south. Mm-hmm. And it's like when people think of black folks or black music up in New England, man, they automatically assume that art, black art, cultural art, Afro art doesn't exist up here.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, so no one really takes it seriously.
Exactly.
Unless you're like closer to New York, if you're from Stanford, Bridgeport, or someone you're closer to the New York line, you get that pass. Right. But the minute you New Haven is like on the boundary. I remember Big Daddy Kane and all of them. Eric, a man from Paris from EPMD used to be. Mm-hmm. He went to Southern with us. But it's like once you get past that line, once you pass Meriden, it's kind of like anything going north or Meriden all the way up. Cats is like, yeah, it's like okay, they play ball. Yeah, they might rap, but no one. I mean, it's hard to get that play. We don't have the market. Mm-hmm. Hartford's market's not large enough. Springfield's market ain't even on the radar. Mm-hmm. So Hartford, at least, the good thing is historically, it set the bar in terms of for the insurance industry.
Absolutely.
But when it comes down to our craft and everything, man, it's just not a market. The market ain't big enough. We have one radio station that's at 93 point whatever. Growing up, I'm WRTC, QTQ, ESU. Mm-hmm. I can name the stations everybody listened to. They were never, ever like major stations. We listen to it.
Yeah.
But it's not like, but the world has no idea. It's like, I look at 94.3 in New Haven. When they went commercial, even still, they're, as dope as they are, they're still not up there with 93.7 just because they're not Clear Channel and all that other stuff.
Right.
So when you talk about it, the industry hasn't looked at New England.
So it's almost like we shadow being as a region.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. And if it's gonna happen, and I still got a full glass. If it's gonna happen, it really requires, folks get rid of those boundary lines. I mean, difference between Springfield and Hartford is a 20-minute ride for me.
Yeah.
It's like it takes me 20 minutes to leave here and go to the other side of Springfield to get home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when people say, back when I was doing my poetry thing, we were always in Hartford, down at the Russell and everywhere else. It's like the lines are blurred. We were like one family. We just considered ourselves part of the Connecticut poetry scene because Boston don't look at us. Worcester is like
really,
yeah. I mean, we rock more. Most people rock harder when we go out. We go to Connecticut. Ain't nobody driving 2 hours to Boston, and I love my Boston people. Don't get me wrong, it's dope, but it's like the equivalent of you driving to New York.
So Boston is to Springfield is what New Haven and Bridgeport started.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
no, New Haven's not an hour from Hartford, is it?
Nah. As far as like the separation.
In terms of separation. Absolutely. Complete. It's like two different worlds. It's like once you cross over to Meriden, it's like you might as well be in the greater Hartford County. And that's it. And it's like there's such a huge, crazy divide, and it's like, damn.
Yo, it's crazy you say that because even language-wise, like we say home in Hartford, we say home. Like, yo, I don't like home.
Right.
New Haven cats and Bridgeport cats, they feel like we are weird, but to us, they sound like they're imitating New York.
And it might be because of the proximity, growing up listening to BLS, Kiss, and all that other stuff. Yeah.
It makes sense, region-wise.
Then I look at folks in Waterbury, somewhere along the middle. We can't even say Hartford. It's Hartford. My whole life, I've been trying to say Hartford. I say Hartford. Can't say, people say Charlie. I say Charlie. I don't know, people listening to Waterbury now probably say it's stupid. But I'm just saying, it's just the language changes depending on the direction that you go to. But you're right, there's a huge divide between clothing styles, language, swag, the whole nine. There was always a huge difference being in the middle between Hartford and New Haven. And it's like musically though, it's like the music is so dope. It's almost two different sounds, and it's just like, damn, can you imagine if Connecticut really just, stopped repping New York and just really rep Connecticut?
Because
New England.
On the
especially
map,
if that's exactly where they're coming from.
Yep. So it's crazy, man. I can't call it, but nah.
You're chasing chicken.
That's all you have to do, dude.
That's my little perspective. This is 90.7 WTCC. Hit me up at DMOS Live if you hear anything that may have that you may disagree with, agree with, or somewhere in the middle. Yo, man, email us and let us know.
Don't be afraid to say how you feel because D is not offended at all.
No,
me, on the other hand, no, I'm just kidding. I'm always going to say how I feel. We're always going to say how we feel. But please don't be afraid to say how you feel because we're welcoming all conversation. We need to grow this thing. So, like, if you're listening, speak up.
We got 10 more minutes. It's 11:50 p.m. in the city of Springfield. And we on with,
That went by fast.
Yo, it does. It goes like real quick, man.
I'm going to tag Des in this.
11:50 in the great city of Springfield. We say we're at Heartbeat Brazzy. Make sure y'all check out his music. Follow him. Oh, wait a minute. Is he still around? Let's get it.
Who?
Des December?
Oh, yeah, that's a girl.
Oh.
That's my girl. Shout out Des December. You know who Des is.
My bad.
Des, shout out to you because, you're awesome. She's a new upcoming performer and everything. And she's been everywhere lately. All over.
Grinding hard.
She's going in. So shout out to Des. She always supports.
Oh my God, is that Avery?
Otra vez, I took a trip to the city. Hope you still rockin' with me. It's 5:50 in the morning. I'm in the cab, yeah, I'm yawning. I want it, jump on it, jump on it. Drop your location, let me know where you're staying. I'm impatient, can't keep me waiting. Keep me posted, let's stay focused. I want this butterflies in my stomach. So tell me what you wanna do, just tell me who you're loyal to. Otra vez, I took a trip to the city. Hope you still rocking with me. 5:50 in the morning, I'm in the cab, yeah, I'm yawning. I want it, jump on it, jump on it. I've been getting to the bag, you stay getting big mad. Said I never leave you, but I need to. Crazy how time flies, good for how you spend it. Said I never leave, but I got these reasons. Yeah. Lucky your calls, make you swipe for the files. Been through too much, why stir it up? Otra vez, I took a trip to the city. Hope you still rocking with me. It's 5:50 in the morning, I'm in the cab, yeah, I'm yawning. I want it, jump on it, jump on it.
Yes.
Yo, that was who?
That's December. That's
All
my
right.
girl. Shout out to you, honey.
We got to add that to the list.
Yes.
You know who I'm adding on to that. You know how we get when we like a song, right? That drumsticks.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it
Absolutely.
too much, but that drumstick. I'm like today. I'm somewhere between too much and drumsticks.
Oh yeah, it's a video to that.
We're gonna be playing both of them, so
they can go to YouTube and
Two Toes was so dope.
And go to YouTube and hit DRUMSTIX. I'm telling you right now, drumsticks is dope. You don't have to go home, get my car
for sure on everything.
BRAZI. Make sure y'all listen, check it out. Yo, shout out to my man Antoine Bandele, who was on earlier talking about TJ Young and the Orishas. That was a dope conversation. Listen, man.
I'm actually looking forward to getting that book. I don't know where it is.
I read it. I got
because from the angle that I was in, I could hardly hear.
Okay.
But I'm planning on playing back the conversation.
Yeah.
I would like for you to send the book so I can get it.
Not a problem. I'm telling you, it's a dope book, man. I read that book in no time.
I heard you, and then she said, "D ain't picked up a book in I don't know how long."
I haven't touched it.
I was like, I definitely got to read this book.
Man,
like
I haven't had time to read a book.
I'm there.
Like, I got that. I'm like, yo, the kids are crying. I was like this. She's like, can you grab the baby? Grabbing the baby by the diaper, put up my and I'm still reading the baby. I'm holding the baby like this, and I'm literally reading the book, man. That's a good book.
The baby's so cute.
Look like her daddy. You know,
I know.
Daddy, she's 7 months.
I can't wait to see her in person. Can I see her? Next time I come to your house, I want to see her.
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Oh my God. We gotta make sure they get I get all teary-eyed anytime I talk about babies.
Same way around the same
cancer. She cancer still.
I'm a little pooty. I get teary-eyed with babies. Like they're so cute.
She start crying.
I don't want any babies. I don't want any more. Like my baby almost 12 years old.
She got a boy or girl? A girl?
You got a girl?
Two girls.
Two girls. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I have to make sure them little 7-month-olds, make sure they kind of hang out together a little bit and be like,
oh,
yeah.
Brazzy!
Let me see.
Oh my God, look at a baby.
Yo,
she adorable. My yellow baby. The oldest one, she really got.
Yo, she definitely looked like you. But D, your baby looks like you.
Yeah, my baby.
I was like, oh my God, because I only saw the baby one time when she first was born. Oh.
Yo, they getting big too.
Tell her Gap is life.
Right.
Everybody loves Gaps.
Okay,
that's a fact.
That's my little.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. All right, y'all. You know what? We're gonna go to the back of the room.
So stinking cute.
What happened?
No, I forgot I was here.
Oh shoot!
I was like,
he forgot he was here. D, this is.
That's my heart.
No, I know you see me. I'm like so like I am so emotional. Like babies get to me. I don't want any, but every time I see them, I'm just like, give me the baby. Let me just hold it. Or her or him.
Let's go. Let me see if I can get you to the back. All right. Explain what you're doing, man. Tell everybody who you are again. Oh, shout out to my man Stanley. Old school hashtag Dudamus Cafe. Hashtag Dudamus.
Done like my daddy.
Oh, what's that? Yes,
oh, that's
He made
you
that.
can't touch that. That's already sold.
I'm gonna be writing to you later. Yeah, because I need something.
Okay, cool. We got a few minutes left. Explain what
I
you
didn't
got.
realize that.
All right, so Black History Month, right, is happening.
I want to touch it.
No.
That's what she said. I'm sorry.
But yeah, it's look, it's Black History Month. And I was like, what piece can I do, right? That'll be impactful, that, you know, that a lot of people resonate with, something familiar, and, you know, something that had context. And, you know, my thing is always to have a surprise, and you guys were surprised by, you know, busting this down, you know, live. And I think Malcolm X is very prolific, especially like when he had his trip to Mecca. And it changed his whole view, you know, because he was like down with the get down, as you can see,
right?
By any means necessary. But I was watching a documentary today on YouTube, and he was talking about how on his the pilgrimage to Mecca, he was seeing, you know, his brothers, blue-eyed, white, and then I was just like, you know what? This still stands regardless of his view changing,
absolutely,
because the message that he's trying to get across is, you know, by any means necessary. We need to see that we're equal.
Absolutely.
No matter what.
I like
you know?
That. Absolutely.
And I was like, all right, I need to do a piece.
By any means.
Right. I need to do a piece that'll represent what he was talking about. And it's more so the ideology that he had that I think a lot of people don't think about or I'll say they're distracted and never take time to like learn about the people that came before them.
Right.
So this is a piece that's a tribute to him, and that idea, you know. And this is just my expression of.
I'm
what
digging
it represents.
I really love your expression. Can I say something to you? Are you about to say something?
Go ahead.
I feel like what I love mostly about artists, especially artists like you, because there's some artists that don't even explain their work,
right?
Because they like other people's interpretations on top of that.
Right.
I'm one of those people, but yeah. I like how you have the storyline behind how you really feel about it. Like some people just look at a picture like everybody likes Malcolm X. I'm gonna just draw Malcolm X.
Yeah.
You have your story, why you created it, why you feel like people should learn from it, and then I know a million things were going on through your brain why you created this, because I saw this in like 4 different paintings.
This from green.
Yeah, I saw this in like 4 different paintings when you were creating it. So like. Honestly, your explanation to it, like I've seen some documentaries on Malcolm X and everything, but I get emotional about a lot of things about Black people and stuff we had to go through and stuff. So I try not to watch certain things because it hurts my heart. Like even though I know we need to know certain things, but like I can't take it sometimes.
Yeah.
But like the way you explained it and the quotes that you gave from the message and everything, it makes me want to go back and watch some things, because I had to stop certain. That's what I'm saying. Like your goal is getting through to some people, and I feel like even if this month even means anything to a lot of other people, I feel like creatives, and when they explain stuff like this and get you to that point to make you want to learn, that's what we're here for.
Right.
And I feel like we're changing the world very slowly, like that, like slowly, fast, whatever, like. We're pulling in 2, 3, 4 people at a time. Like even with open mics, even with art, like you made me want to go back and look at it. Like even though I'm opposed to looking at like stuff like violence and like all the stuff that comes with it. Like you know what I'm talking about? Come on, like
the violence part.
I'm talking about not just this. I'm talking about with everything. Like because you know how like all creatives are making stuff about like Black Lives Matter, all the shootings and all that stuff. I'm adding it all in, like general message type thing.
Okay.
So like it just makes me want to just like go back and look at it.
Do some research, right?
Okay. Pretty much.
That's important.
Yeah.
Keep people inspired, right?
Yeah, he never pushed for equality. He always said we were more than equal to anybody. And there wasn't a man who could stand up next to the best of us or the worst of us and hold their own in terms of intellectual capacity. By any means necessary, not trying to debate him, say he meant, you know, freedom is only free if you're willing to die for it.
Right. Right. If you don't stand, for anything, you fall for anything. Right.
You know, forget equality. It's about making sure that you're free. Right. Especially when, man, you get to the point where you got kids. You got kids.
That change everything. Yeah.
How many bullets would you take?
All of them.
Bullets?
You got kids?
You get
What?
Yeah.
The meekest man in the world, boy.
I'll take him on.
It come down to your kids.
Right.
You
And that
know,
changes your perspective on everything.
you'll lift the truck if you got to.
Look, by any means.
By any means.
So
look, protect my babies. I don't care.
That was really good.
So what happens with your paintings when you're done? Does it go for sale?
We usually do. I don't have a bunch of stuff in inventory right now because I did the string of festivals.
That's a good thing,
And I
isn't it?
sold.
Isn't that a good thing?
It's good, but when you gotta make everything by hand and put some love and care into it, it's hard. Because it's like every time I make a piece.
Well, you like somebody grandma in the kitchen, man. With the food and the pot of food is
You
empty.
make a
You
lot
gotta
of
make
money.
more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But but that's what you're supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
You put your foot in. You put your foot into it.
Yeah.
And then when I gotta go, they say, what price? I'm like, oh, I don't want to sell it to you.
I
don't
know.
want to.
And it makes you want to keep it, right?
But I gotta eat. So
Yeah.
all right, like for this side,
I felt that,
I'm
Kali.
just Stanley. I wish my son was able. I love you, Trey. I wish my son could have artwork everywhere. It just be all my bathroom.
He gotta be into it though. You can't force him.
No, I'm just saying. Man.
That's exactly what I was thinking in my head.
Put some.
But your son does a lot
I
of
just want the
things.
complimentary art.
Me too.
Hey.
Me too, because
gotta
it's
work for it.
You
expensive.
look for adoption.
Oh my
No,
God.
absolutely not. I'm too old to be adopted. Look,
All your art is
He's like, that was weird. Whoa,
Right.
back up.
I'm damn near 30.
like, whoa there.
What's that movie? Where Will Ferrell and the stepbrothers? You want me to be a stepbrother?
That's a classic.
But I really love this painting. And I have one other painting by you. Which I got
I
at
would buy
the
it. No cap, I will buy it back.
I'm not giving it back to you.
Buy it.
I paid a lot. I feel like I paid for it. I'm keeping it. But I bought it at the Indie Soul Festival, so thank you, D, for throwing that. And all that.
I was
Like,
about to say
introducing
that.
us.
I see them doing it at the Indie Soul Fest, man. It was just like every time I walk around,
That's how I felt. And I'm gonna be honest.
It didn't look like that when
During
I walked by the
Indie
first
Soul
time.
Fest, I just got done paying so many bills, and I can't tell you. Like, I ran into 4 vendors, and I was just like, you know what? Just like I gotta get it. Like, just like no, and that was one of them. It was the guitar. I loved it.
A lot of people mention, they walked into the park, the first thing they seen in that corner was you.
He's amazing.
That's why I picked that spot. I was like,
You
yo,
was
I
like-
need people to see me.
Yeah,
It's-
It was a little strategery look.
It's because not only did you have a bunch of paintings around that grasped our attention, but you was like working, like and
That's
it
what
just-
you want to see. You don't see me
Exactly.
sitting around.
I don't like just like walking past like
Come buy my
vending
stuff.
tables. I like to see
Yeah.
you doing what you do,
Right.
and then it makes me just want to be like, oh, I like.
see him working.
And then you
right?
just happen to have
Yeah.
a guitar, and I was just like,
I made
you know?
I made
stop
a
screaming
guitar.
on the air.
No, I
We
can't
are
stop
live on the
screaming.
air.
But I'm turned away from the mic. That's all that matters. So you're the real one that you hear the real energy. They hear the, what do you call it? The simplified one.
Which reminds me, it's 12:05 in the AM.
Shoot!
Shout out to
Right here.
all my brothers and sisters who find themselves locked up behind those walls at this time. We know that, everybody be listening. I appreciate the letters that we
Yes,
get
thank
from, God, man. We get them from Carl Robinson. We get them from
Can
Summers.
you
We
bring
get
them in
from-
and read them to me?
We get a lot of letters, and I
wanna
appreciate
read.
y'all brothers for always, holding us down from behind the walls. We can't wait for most of y'all to get home.
Word.
As positive contributors to further the development of our community. That's what it's all about. We say it every week. Listen, man, we look forward to y'all coming home. When you come home, you got to make sure that home is really home for you.
Please do.
So, all right, y'all. Bruh.
Thank you so much, Tommy. That is beautiful.
Dope.
That's so
Heartbeat Rozzy. Nice to meet you in person, man.
Where's my dad?
Oh, I see
What?
you all the time. You family. You easy. I be trying to lock
No,
your
not
door
the
when you
left
come
hand.
home.
The right hand.
All right, y'all. So
Left hand's the enemy.
here's what's going to happen for the next 35 to 40 minutes for the folks listening to the radio. We're going to be off the air until we transition to Studio B. And we'll be back on before 1 o'clock. So whatever you do, man, don't touch that dial.
Thank
Yo,
you.
man, this is Monday Night Live.
Much love.
D-Moss, MBS, Belay.
Hi. Shout out to Two Tails.
Brazzy,
Great
my
job
man
tonight,
Two
Brazzy.
Tails, Antoine Bandele,
Mandalay.
B-Roll, Rob Jones. Listen, man, we had a
Isham.
full house tonight and it was dope. Had a good time.
Mandalay.
You enjoy yourself, bro? You enjoy yourself?
Yes, of course.
Power to the people. Happy Black History Month.
You like, I might have to start my own joint.
You should do that, man.
Happy Black History Month.
You want to do it, man? Let's talk. You can come right down here and set it up with the background, the whole nine and everything. Cool.
Happy Black History Month. If you're home, raise your right hand.
Happy
Black.
What's the two-tail say? Happy Black. What did he say?
Happy Black Future.
Black Futures, man.
Raise your hand at home. We here. Next week I'm gonna sing the Black National Anthem for you guys. What's up?
Say something right now, but I ain't gonna put voice.
You want me to do it?
Go ahead. All right, go.
I'm gonna sing the Black National Anthem, and we got Brazzy in the back with the beat. Okay. Oh shoot, I forgot the seat don't have a back. All right. No.
I'm just waiting for you.
Back me up. Okay. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the glistening skies. Let us resound loud as the rolling seas. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the presence has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Happy Black History Month. Power to the people. Be strong. Much love. Peace.
I don't know why I feel like
you hear Dia man. He always got the ad-lib. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much, guys.
Monday Night Live.